Oh,
Yo, YouTubers. Geo Man from RaddTitan here. Just
uh,
doing another UK-based collectors chat with AT over there.
it's in the house.
Just get a couple of people on and see what's going on right before Christmas.
Yep. This will pretty. Well, would this be the last one before Christmas? You think?
Yeah, man, I imagine so because next week at this time it's Christmas, isn't it? And then the week after that it's New Year.
Yeah, that's true, man. Yeah, not really sure. Yeah, not really sure I can get on before then. Quite busy. Got my family around every day.
Yeah,
But yeah, no,
I'm full on
we'll
as well.
try and get on there. But yeah, we'll try to do something. See if we do maybe a quick one. Jesus, where's my light?
Yeah, yeah.
Bright today, Jesus. Let me try and turn my lights down. They're fucking like really bright.
It's as angelic as you're ever gonna look. That's better.
Yes. Fuck it. Oh shit. So yeah, so I had a little move around in my room as well. So I've still got to do all the wiring. Everything looks the same from behind. But then I did like, I don't know if you can see, I moved the TV over here. Where are we? You see it? Yeah, so I've got the display there. I've got the aliens down there, and then the other side I've got my little sofa. So got that there. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's nice, man.
Actually makes the room look a lot bigger. To be honest with you, I was quite surprised. I was really surprised.
Well, you never meant to put your couch right where the door opens, you fucking idiot. Everyone knows that.
Well, I've also
If you open a door and you walk into a room and the couch is right in front of you, like right by the door, the room always looks small.
well, I think
Always.
it's also because the display was in the bay sort of area now, and when I put the couch in the bay, it takes up, it goes back a lot more.
Yeah,
So
you
like,
got that too, yeah.
it fits in there a lot better. So
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 what's that gonna be your Alien side, and then what you're gonna have the Marvel side this way?
still not totally worked it out yet. But I mean, in the long run, I mean, I'll be getting rid of those other cabinets that I'm kind of looking at now. They're the big
Yeah,
the one I got my Mac in, and because I don't use my Mac
yeah, yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
Maybe if I get a new Mac, I might sort of consider keeping it. But yeah, I'm not really sure. Or maybe just get like a computer desk in here, to just have so that I can, because I like to get back into editing. To be honest, I'd
Yeah.
like to do that. Yeah, I'd like to do some more like because at the moment, I mean, it's just pretty much doing it on the phone and then editing on something really basic. And I don't really want to make it too complicated.
Yeah.
But I'd like to do. I want to keep the reviews nice and simple. Just keep the format we got. I don't really want to change that.
It's not gonna change because
No,
I
no.
like
The
it the
only
way it
difference,
is anyway.
yeah. I mean, I don't want to like. The only difference is maybe maybe a better camera or maybe better lighting. But other than that, I'm not going to bother.
Funny really, because I always think our stuff actually looks pretty good and clean. I mean, I watched some reviews. Did you see Omar's review of the, well, not review, but just his little thing of the Dalsim, the PCS that he got?
He's been, yeah. I mean, I've been seeing his pictures up on Facebook. Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. I did see his video. He done like a comparison. Yeah,
Fucking thing looks crazy, man.
I've said that to him.
It's fucking
Considering
crazy.
considering Dalsim wasn't really anyone's like wasn't really a popular character. It was more just like a cheat character. You'd use him just to kind of like skank, and you just like stay back and kick someone in the head from the other side of the screen. And he wasn't. I don't think he was like that popular. And
You're gonna fire.
yeah, and I mean, it was a cool character. But the thing is, as a statue, I mean, that piece is really good. I mean, I think it looks awesome. The player 2 looks
Yeah, I
really
do.
good. Well, the blue one, I really like.
Interesting. For some reason, I don't know how, if this is just luck or if this is how pop culture shock work, I'm not sure, but for some reason, he has exactly the same number in each variant. So he has the
No.
regular one, and it's like 170
Yeah.
of 200 or
All right.
something, and then he's got the fucking blue one, the player 2 one, which is like a variant, and he's got 170 of like
I've
150
I've
or
heard
whatever it
from
is.
someone before. This is a while ago that Pop Culture Shock will do that. they'll match your numbers if you order the regular and exclusive. I've heard that before. I don't know how true it is, but this is before Omar's mentioned it. I've heard that.
What's the fucking point of that?
I don't know, but I have actually heard that before. Someone on one of the groups posted that. But the thing is, I did actually joke with Omar, and I said about how, you know, I'm quite surprised because normally Jerry sorts you out the artist proofs, doesn't he? So, you know, normally he's like best buddies with Jerry, but yeah, he said this is before he was getting all his artist proofs. So yeah.
Yeah, but at least he likes him properly. At least he don't, you know, chat shit about him and then, you know, play a different game. He's always liked him from start to finish. Oh, yeah. So he's always been straight. He is pop culture shock. He's a big fan. He likes their stuff, man. One thing about Omar, he's like fucking on the level. He don't play any games.
His lights are doing my head in. I need to change the plug on it because the transformers are fucked. Yeah.
I like Omar, man, because he's a straight shooter. He just says how things are.
Yeah, you know,
he likes PCS, he likes Street Fighter, he likes his stuff, he's passionate about his shit, so that's great with me.
Yeah, I know you definitely need people who are like that, because there are so many people as well who will be, yeah, you're my best buddy, you're great, and and then I can stab you in the back the first chance I get. But hey, just like you fucking the Judas motherfucker. No joking.
Me.
I'm joking.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
The one thing about me, I'm fucking definitely straight laced, man. I'm honest to a fault, even at my own detriment.
Is your buddy Mark coming on?
My buddy.
Yeah, so I think he's doing what he did last week, where he signed on with one thing and then come on again after. But so yeah, what was it? So I haven't ordered anything new this week.
Hey guys.
Oh, there you go. How you going, Mark?
Hey brother, you alright?
Everything's good. How are you guys? How was your birthday?
It was nice, man. It was really, really nice. I went to see that. I went to see the Lord of the Rings, Five Armies.
Yeah.
Battle of the Five Armies in sort of in early afternoon. Went out for some lunch.
Cool.
It was nice, man.
Did you like the movie? Did you like?
It's a bad sign when your wife is next to you and she's yawning after about 20 minutes because they've been fighting for about that long, and you know. The film is like just what, you know, it is what it says on the tin, man. It's one gigantic battle for about an hour or 40 minutes of a 2-hour film. I like it, man. I like all that sort of shit. It was right up my street.
Okay, that's cool. I'm gonna go see it next week.
We had a bit of a panic trying to get there because I was trying to put Hellboy together, man. It took me fucking ages. I really get stressed.
Oh, I got you. It's got a lot of small, like, delicate pieces, probably.
Dude, fucking hell, it's just like crazy. It's crazy, man. It's got like the belt, trying to get the belt on, you know, the jacket itself, trying to get that on, then getting the tail in through the shorts, and fucking, it was like really. I mean, I go really careful so I don't break anything, but it took me ages, man.
Yeah, you're like that with Batman as well. You had issues with the belt as well.
Yeah, well, I think it's because I'm a bit fucking stupid, but part of me believes it's just they're really like finicky. And the worst thing to do that I can just imagine me doing is just I'm putting the thing together and it's all mint and then I break the fucking thing. I just like rip the belt off or snap something and then I'm just like shit.
You know, though
it put even more pressure on me because it was past the 30 days of Sideshow. So if I'd have been broken, I don't know if I'd have been alright. If I'd break it anyway.
Well, you know, I find the Sideshow usually is pretty good. I mean, for exchanging, because I think the 30 days is money back. You know what I mean? So if it wasn't good, you probably you probably could have exchanged it for something else. You know? But
yeah.
I was gonna say that I thought hey, how's it going, Simon?
How's it going, Simon?
Hey, boys, alright?
Hey, brother, you alright?
How you getting on, boys?
Not bad, man, not bad.
Well, I should say, it's happened to me where I've opened something and broken it out of the box, man. But don't feel bad if it ever happens. I mean, it sucks, but there's always a way around to return it or fix it. Or have it, you know, not get it fixed, but return it and exchange it, you know? Sideshow's pretty good about it.
I've got to say this, man. This Hellboy very special, man. Really, really special.
Is he out in your room now?
Yeah. He's right there. He's let's have a look. You see that?
Yeah, I saw part of him.
Yeah, let me click your camera on.
You see it?
I see it on the little square over here, on the left corner here, but I don't really see it as in a large angle. Maybe if I click on it.
Oh, right
yeah,
there.
Mark, if you look
there
on
it goes.
if you look on the thing at the bottom, that means you've clicked on your name.
Oh, okay. It looks cool, man. Yeah, it's awesome looking.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, bro.
Special.
Crazy.
Awesome. Very cool. Very cool. That's a grail piece, you know.
Don't say that word on a piece that's been out for 5 minutes. God.
Shut up, you. I'm telling you, it's special.
Simon, I was at the grocery store across the street, Simon, and I saw a box of Twinkies, and I almost bought them. I was gonna have them over here. I was gonna say, "Hey, Simon, look what I got," you know. But I didn't buy them because they were banana Twinkies, and I have no idea how good or bad those are. So I was like, no, I don't want that. But I would have got them. One day I'll have them. Unfortunately, I can't transmit them over the internet, but, you know.
I have to say,
I'll eat one.
They're very sickly, very strong.
Sweet, you saying, isn't it? They're really sweet.
They taste quite synthetic as well. They don't taste right. There's something about them that taste a bit, I don't know, like
chemical.
Really artificial. Yeah.
Chemical,
I've had a few of them and I weren't that impressed. They sell them sometimes at the conventions.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when we have, because we don't get all those sort of sweets here, because probably the food agency won't allow us to sell them over here. But yeah, so they sell them like on the stalls. They sell like proper American Mountain Dew and like. Don't you remember, George? We bought Milk Duds.
Yeah, they're just fucking basically. They're just like poppets.
Well, Milk Duds are quite nice. I quite like them, but like
they're just chocolate in toffee, aren't they?
No,
that's what they are.
Sort of, I guess. Yeah, I guess chocolate and toffee, or they're more than a step.
Yeah.
I was a kid.
George, Al Simmons said hope you had a good birthday.
Cheers, brother. Yeah, man, I was actually really... Look, Hellboy made it, I'm not going to lie to you, man. I got the thing out, set up, fucking checked it all out, and I couldn't be happier with it. It's very, very special. Very, very special.
Yeah. Oh, I'm glad you had a good birthday, buddy.
Thanks, bro. I got a few Steelbooks as well.
Oh, nice. Nice. What'd you get?
I don't really do Steelbooks that much, to be honest. But I have to be honest with you, I've got one Blu-ray, and that is Spider-Man 3 that comes with my PlayStation. That's it. That's all I've got. Yeah, but the thing is,
so what you're trying to say is you've got one of the most shittiest Blu-rays ever released.
Yeah, because it comes with my PlayStation. The reason why
much, that pretty much covers it, I think.
My TV is shit TV.
I got the X-Men. You know the new X-Men one.
Oh, that's a good movie.
Days of Future Past. I got that. It's really beautiful. That is. It's still sealed. Actually, I ain't opened that yet. I got I got Desolation of Smaug 3D.
Shit. Might as well put that in the bin. That's a shit movie.
I love that film. What's wrong with that?
Fuck off, man. That's a good movie. That's a good movie if you're 10. Lord of the Rings are good movies. The Hobbit movies are for fucking kids, mate.
Yeah, but I like it. I've got to be honest. I like Cumberbatch as the dragon, man. I think the dragon's awesome.
Yeah,
that's the best part of the whole thing. Dragons,
short people jumping in barrels and running down the river like that's like a cartoon, isn't it?
No, but that's in the That's in the book too, Simon.
Yeah, but the book is sort of. That's what I'm saying. Though that is good for a younger generation, I feel. The Lord of the Rings is for older older people. I feel.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there's nothing better than staying in touch with your youth, man. Especially when it's your birthday, you turn old.
Who's the guy with the bow and arrow? Do you know the guy who's meant to be a really good shot?
Orlando Bloom, Legolas.
Green Arrow.
No, in the Hobbit ones.
Yeah, Legolas.
No, the guy who like smuggles them and stuff in the Desolation Smaug.
Legolas. Legolas.
There's like a human guy and he smuggles them, and he takes them somewhere.
That's Luke Evans.
Yeah, the guy Luke Evans plays. I was watching. I saw a film the other week with Luke Evans in, and he's. I saw Dracula, and that was quite average. But then there was another film, and it was called something like. It's got a really bad name. It's like Everyone Must Die, or.
No one lives, or something. That's
something like that. But some of the scenes in that are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Alex says it's Everyone Must Die, and the actual title is called No One Lives.
It's close enough, you know.
That's the alternate title.
Well, it might be Everyone.
That's Alex's version.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Same
That's the price. I bought.
Broke up there.
Well, I got
I can't hear a word you're saying.
sort of myth centipede type of story. You know, where except instead of trying to make a human centipede, the mad killer wants to turn Justin Long into a human walrus. Complete piece.
God.
And
are you talking about Human Centipede, the movie?
No, it's talking about a film called Tusk.
Tusk is like a a very
yeah.
You know, because it's transformation horror. But to me, like The Fly, kind of the David Cronenberg Fly, or even the original, those two movies really capture the horror of transforming it to something else. I mean, especially even the original Fly with that last scene with Vincent Price and that help me, he's you know what I mean? He throws a rock out. Oh, that's just still disturbs me to this day. You know what I mean? I can't watch it. It's like, you know what I mean? Because you just something about it just makes me cringe. But
the thing is, I'm scarred from the second. From Jeff Goldblum fucked me up.
Yeah,
I watched it the other day actually.
Hard to watch.
I watched it about 2 weeks ago.
That scene in The Fly where he's with that what's her name in it, and he push her back in the chair and she's got her fucking little tight knickers on. Dirty old man. But Gina, is it Gina Davis?
Gina Davis.
Gina Davis, yeah.
Oh man, that's proper annoying, mate.
Gina Davis is huge, Simon, man. If you were stood next to her, you'd look like a hobbit next to her, man.
Gina Davis is about 6 foot tall.
Not in the pants area.
How tall was Jeff Goldblum? She might be taller than him. They were actually real life boyfriend girlfriend in that movie.
Yeah, I think they were. Yeah.
I
heard that.
No, I think were they married or no?
They may have been married, but
they're not married. Yeah.
She went off and married. I think she married that guy who made Die Hard 2, and forgot his name. He's like a Dutch director or something, or Swedish. Blonde-haired guy, long hair, beard, mustache. Not very descriptive. Forgot his name. I'm sorry.
His name, whatever his name is, if Alex knows it, it'll probably be wrong. So I won't worry.
Well, probably, yeah. But I'll make
his name would be like Peter Dark or something, and he'd call it like Michael Light.
Can I show you one cool thing I special ordered this. Hold on one second, because this is something I always wanted to get on DVD and I couldn't find it. And they just released it on Blu-ray about a week or so ago. And I love these movies. The Quatermass Experiment.
What is that?
No.
It's actually directed by Val Guest. I think this might have been a Hammer film release from the late 50s. And they made three movies. It was a TV thing, sort of like it was sci-fi, but the stories are really good. The writer Nigel Neal.
Dude, how in God's name have you found a Blu-ray of that film?
Because it was released.
Well, they're releasing a lot of the old school movies and that.
Do they? Shit. We don't have any. Do we have that over here? I've never seen anything
You
like
probably
that.
have. You probably have it. I mean, it's probably available. If it's available here, it's got to be available there. Because, I mean, I want to get the other two. That Quatermass 2 and Quatermass in the Pit is my favorite one, even though they changed the actor. But you know, they're pretty good stories. And the writer Nigel Neal, he would go on, although he had his name removed, so I guess it says something. Halloween 3 and John Carpenter's Prince of Darkness. So
classic.
Yeah, so it actually has an interview with John Carpenter too on here. So, you know, I just thought maybe you guys are familiar with this or not. I like a little.
I have heard of that movie.
Old
He
stuff.
would have, wouldn't he?
I'm more into like. If you give me some like really obscure 80s horror movie, I've probably seen it at some point. I used to watch every shit 80s horror film I used to watch.
Blood-sucking freaks.
I think I've seen it, but like not since the 80s. Probably when I was like 10.
Leprechaun.
When I was a kid, basically we had a video shop near my house, and it was £1 to rent a film for 1 week. And my mum worked with this really
Double Vision.
Yeah. And
Double Vision.
Yeah. My mum worked with this really strange man, and he used to rent all these films. He would rent them on a Friday, and then literally he would give them to her on a Monday because we lived near the shop to return them. So I used to watch them all, and yeah, I've seen some really bad ones. And the best thing about that video shop is when you actually rented a film, they gave you the actual cover.
Oh, they did, yeah, I remember.
So that was like one good thing about it. I was talking with Robot Jocks, yeah. I was talking with Mark the other day about you know, when you're a kid and you get your pocket money and you go to the toy shop and things. And then do you remember Deaton's?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I used to go there like every Saturday and buy either like a Star Wars figure. I think the He-Man ones were just slightly more expensive. Like they were like
they were there.
And I think I used to get like a $5 a week or something. And I think the He-Man ones were like £6, and then
I think you're right. Yeah, I think they were $5.99, bro. So we could never afford them.
And then the Star Wars ones were like $3.99. So
I didn't have any pocket money. I was mostly grounded and fucking deducted pocket money, so I don't remember much of that.
Yeah, and
I remember you having loads of shit though.
Or you used to get sent home from my house.
Yeah.
Yeah, George. Whenever we were stupid at my house, or normally I was stupid, George would get punished because he would be the one who got sent home. So. And my mum still jokes about it now. She's like, when my mum's over and George is here, she'll be like, yeah, George, you're going to have to go home. So.
Yeah, never mind, I'm 33. She still fucking send me home.
Well, you guys are like brothers from different mothers.
We've known each other since about 5.
5.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, 5 years old.
Yeah.
That's what
from another mother, yeah.
That's what I like about the RaddTitan videos is that you see, when you're watching your videos, you see that interaction that you guys know each other well. It comes across and it makes the videos, besides educational, in terms of showing the piece and whatnot, more entertaining because you guys have a shorthand that you guys understand.
Yeah.
And it comes across and it makes the videos more engaging. So that's what I mean. I remember I saw your I started watching your videos like long before this chat I think even started. I mean, I think the first video I saw was the Ultron. I think that was the first one, and I remember showing my brother it, and we were both, we were laughing because it was kind of funny at the same time. It was, a good review. So that's what I think is the really like the hook to RaddTitan's videos is you guys' relationship. You would not be the same without you guys, and that's a compliment.
No, it's great.
Yeah, that's nice, man.
It's really nice. As I say, I mean, it's really genuine as well because we do know each other like that. So it's not we don't script anything about the videos. It's all just on the spot. So I mean, we had someone George commented to him, but we had someone say about great video, but you do ramble on about nothing, and maybe you should work out what you're going to say before you say it and get to the point quicker. And George was just like, yeah, thanks for that kick in the nuts there, you know. But it was just like...
made $1 billion on a TV show about nothing.
Yeah,
you know?
That's a good point.
So,
well, the thing is, right? I think the key is to try and show the piece off as best as possible, but to try and have a bit of fun doing it, because the whole point is when me and Alex get together to do the reviews, because he's in London, I'm in the suburbs, sort of just outside of London, so I'm about 25 miles away, which isn't far, but because we both have jobs and that, when we do get the opportunity to see each other, we use the reviews as an excuse to come down and spend the day together, and we have fun doing it. So the day that we're trying to keep it so that it doesn't end up becoming like a job or a chore, that we enjoy it and we have a bit of banter. So the second that scripts and we're going to say this and we're going to say that becomes involved, man, it becomes not fun anymore.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, the only thing we'll have like notes on, we'll have notes on the piece about, you know, how big it is, what the run is, just like what the sculptors are. If there's someone we need to say like thank you to. Other than that, it's all on the spot, you know, it's all there. And
by notes, he means looking on the iPad before we do the review. That's what he means by notes.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's not
There's
like...
no paper, because Alex doesn't have a fucking pen in his house.
One mix of my pens, I swear to God.
When I do the reviews, that's why I call them off the cuff, so that no matter how bad it comes out, I could always say, well, it was off the cuff, man. No,
dude, I need to find your channel, Mark. I ain't got your channel, bro. I'm not subbed to you. What channel are you on?
That's what we should do as well, as Mark, because you're on here as well. If you want to, I mean, we've got 5 people watching. So
TBC718.
So repeat that.
TBC718. It stands for the Brooklyn Collector 718. That's the area code for Brooklyn and really for everything outside of Manhattan in New York City.
Yeah.
So if you type TBC, I just posted a video today, but it wasn't like a review or anything. It was just I got a lot of cool stuff over the weekend.
Yeah.
Cool. I did a whole video. Remember I spoke to you about it. So I
saw like the first 5 minutes and then my phone died. I saw I saw the the book. That book looks really good, and I've just started buying a load of books, so I might get that. And then I saw it came onto the Blu-ray, and then my phone just died, totally died. So.
Well, I mean, ironically, it's a whole video, and even though it's not a review, it should have been short. Like it should have been like 5 minutes, and by the time it was done, it was like 20 minutes. So
yeah,
you know what I mean. So I don't blame you for you know. It's probably the phone was probably trying to send a message. You know, and they probably got bored of me. You know what I mean? So it's just like let me do you a favor.
Huh?
Alex, when he's behind the camera when we're doing our reviews, he's telling me that it's going on too long. He always tells me to shut up.
Yeah, I'll do like hand signals, and I'll be like, go like that. I'll be like,
yeah.
And then George then goes, yeah, okay, like, subscribe, comment.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, blah blah blah, and I'm like, oh fuck, that's another 5 minutes. And then but sometimes as well. I mean, what I quite like doing, but it doesn't always happen. But I like it when we have the outtakes as well. We put the outtakes. I mean,
yes,
one of my favorite bits is at the end of the Deadpool video with like the whole cut out version of the review before, and it's just literally like George going, "Fuck, it's fucked. It's not good." And it's just I really quite like doing that.
Oh, do you know the worst thing about that is, Mark? The worst thing is, he says to me, we did the review, and then like originally, and I was like really upset by like it being broken, and I was really devastated. It's the first piece I've ever had that had so many flaws. I've never really had that much damage. I've been quite lucky.
Yeah.
So I was devastated. And then I'm sitting there, and he says to me, look, I think what we should do is sleep on it, and we'll redo it in the morning. Because it comes across like you hate the fucking piece, and it's not a really objective review. So I'm like, okay, we do it, the repeat, and I'm keeping my shit together and trying to be really positive and trying to get past my anguish and my pain. And then he puts all the negative bits he tried to avoid out at the end.
Yeah.
It worse.
I cut it down quite a bit, but I did cut a lot of the cunt and the fuck and the whatever else you said about it. I mean, I did cut a lot of that, but
I tell you what, man. I'm glad I kept it, man, because it's a really nice piece. It's really nice.
Oh, it worked out well. It worked out well. I like it too. I mean, I could have gotten the red one, but back then I wasn't a fan. You know what made me a super fan of the Deadpool character? That Ryan Reynolds video that they released at Comic-Con.
The test footage.
Looks awesome. Yeah. The test footage. Sorry.
Yeah, it does look really
good. That looks awesome. Yeah.
That was, oh my god, this looks so cool. I got it now. You know what I mean? And then when I saw that, okay, it's too late to get the red one, but they're coming out with the silver one. Okay, I could live with that. You know what I mean? So.
Have you got one, Mark? Yeah.
Yeah, I do. It's I don't know if I could. I'll try and see if I could swivel over here. He's probably going to see a lot of.
Oh, you can just see the base.
Oh, there's that Batman. There's that beauty over there.
Yeah. And then the alien bust is up there, and I have Deadpool on top of the Batman because Batman is huge, and the Deadpool though color-wise matches the Batman because they're both kind of black and gray. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Simon, do you notice what head that he's got on that Batman there, mate?
Hmm?
Do you notice what head he's got on the Batman over there?
I can't see
the turned head, mate. The best head.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people have the turned head.
I like it better because it makes it look more statuey because the other one I felt made it look action figure-y, and people sometimes don't know anything about mixed media. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just found that the straight head just had too much. It just looked like he had a beak. It just didn't look right.
This one, I like the turned head too. You know. And what I also like about this and your I'm trying to remember the name of the Hellboy as well as
Mignola.
Superman and Deadpool is I think like when you get it based on the comic, don't get me wrong because the movie version looks really cool too, but I feel that the comics are timeless in their own way, like because you're not dependent upon an actor, you know. So and there's no baggage of the actor either. So like if you got a statue of Christopher Reeve, what goes through my mind is the tragedy that happened, especially when he was on a career comeback. You know what I mean? He was a good actor.
Yeah. It's a good point, actually.
Or Michael J. Fox with the Back to the Future trilogy. If that guy had a big career in the '80s, and then he got something not his fault, and it kind of killed his career. I mean.
Well, they reckon. I mean.
Oh, he's gone. Started off and now he's gone. Yeah.
Disappeared into the sunset.
What I was going to say about did you see on one of the groups where I was quite impressed with someone posted a picture of
sorry boys
I'm just saying about they posted a picture of that Hulk base and it had a crack in it and they
the XM thing.
Yeah, the XM Hulk, and then someone came on. His name is I think it's Kenny Tan, and he actually works for XM. And he came onto the group, and he commented and said to the guy, "Oh, how did that happen?" And the guy's like, "Oh yeah, well, it's just been sitting there, and it looks like this piece on the top is stuck, and where it's stuck, the weight and the way it's been glued is made it crack, and the crack is expanded." And then they said to him, "All right, let's just confirm your number is 57 or whatever it was." And the guy goes, yeah, that's my number. And he goes, I said, yeah, do us a favor. There's some other guy came on from XM and said, what you will do is we'll send you the replacement base. And what we need you to do is like keep that base, Hulk on that base for a little while, document if any more damage happens so we can contact our factory and we'll send you the new one. But the thing, it was over a couple of months ago that he got it. So it's not like, he got it
in service.
He got it a few weeks.
Amazing service.
I was just quite impressed with that customer service. I thought that was really
definitely
good.
Agree. Sounds
really, especially since they're in Singapore, aren't they?
Philippines, Singapore. Yeah,
I think they are. Yeah.
I mean, you guys, you can buy them here, right? Like, or do you have to order them from Singapore too?
No, we have to order them from somewhere else.
Mate, I ain't got $700 to $1,000 to spend on anything, bro. The only thing that I'd be buying with $700 to $1,000 would be fucking divorce, because my wife would fucking kill me. I kid you not.
Well, I ordered Thanos, but I did it through someone on one of the groups who I think he has someone who lives out there to order it through. I've ordered it through them.
Amazing. Looks amazing,
that. It went dark there for a second.
Yeah. Oh no, it happens. It's just the Google Plus is really bad. But that's what I was going to. Yeah. So there's that. I've just been looking because I've watched some of the American chat, and there's a guy on the comments, and he seems to have it in for Vic. He keeps on like going through all his comments, and he's like hitting at Vic every time. So that's quite bad.
Who's
Heisenberg's dad? Something he's called.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna sub to that dude, man.
Sometimes you get people that just go out of their way, like especially in the old days, like of AOL. I remember I used to post reviews in news groups, and I have to say, the UK news groups where I would post a review, they were the nastiest comments back. And I commented back and said, hey, thank you.
Yeah, I mean,
don't thank you for fucking cunt and all this, that, and the other, excuse my language, but you know.
Yeah, man.
Brutal. It's like, oh my god, I'm being torn apart from across the pond. And it felt like.
Yeah, I mean, you know, nobody. There's people out there that don't like people for whatever reason. There's people out there that have grievances and disagreements with people. I mean, it's quite hard. It's quite hard to really say your piece and have an opinion without upsetting anybody. It is really difficult. I can understand that better than most people. I get upset by some things sometimes. I think that's more. I think I'm probably guilty of it more because I don't ever get anything that I don't want. So if someone slates something, and they probably have a right to do it, you know, but because I don't want to sell it, and because it's for me, it's forever. I probably take it more personally than I should, and I think everybody can be guilty of that in one way or another.
Right, absolutely. Right. Keep your fucking guilt to yourself, all right? Don't start passing the buck on to us, all right?
Well, it's all right because it's normally Simon who gets the blame for it anyway. So
yeah, so I need to get involved.
We'll say something, and then Simon gets the blame, so it's fine. Simon's a scapegoat.
That's it. As long as Simon's here, we got a bulletproof vest.
Oh, I don't care anymore. I don't give a shit. I did see that Heisenberg and some comments he's been making and stuff, you know. And
in fairness, he comments on a lot of videos. I have to get onto his channel actually because I don't think I know who he is. So I will sub and see some of his stuff.
I get on alright with him. I've spoken to him a few times.
He comments positively on our one, so it's fine. I mean, do you know what video you would have seen?
No, you don't want to make enemies, yeah.
George, do you know the World of Warcraft with the custom base? He's the guy who's got the custom base World of Warcraft. Aramis or something with the big flames.
Oh, he did all the lights and stuff on it.
I believe so, yeah. Off the top of my head.
That guy's awesome, man. I've seen this shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that piece.
Listen, anybody that's called themselves Heisenberg's dad, man, he's one of my boys, no doubt. I fucking love that show, man.
Yeah.
Me too. That was probably one of the best television shows ever, and I'm like a science fiction fan. So like most of my TV sets are like Babylon 5, Star Trek, or whatever. But if you look at the bottom of my collection, I got Breaking Bad, the complete series. I had to get it, and I didn't watch it from the beginning. It was Netflix that got me into it. I binge watched the first season.
As me, yeah.
I watched in like the first, first 5 seasons, I think.
Yeah.
I watched the first 5.5 seasons in the space of 2.5 weeks. I watched them all, one after the other. Like I was off work and I just watched them all, and then I had to wait then 6 months for the next season to come out. Because I had like a half-season break.
I got a little bit more at the end of season 4.
I mean, it's quite slow to start with. I mean, once you get past the first few episodes of the first season, because they're just trying to get you to know all the characters. Once you get past that, it's right. It was really addictive to watch them all. But that's the same as Game of Thrones. I mean, I watched the first 3 or 4 episodes of Game of Thrones, and I turned it off. And then my girlfriend wanted to watch something because True Blood finished, so she wanted to watch something else, and I just said to her,
True Blood went to shit.
Yeah, because she wanted to watch something else. She said something about, yeah, let's watch Supernatural, let's watch Under the Dome, let's watch all these shit programs. I'm like, fuck, I better say something I want to watch quickly. And I said, yeah, we're going to watch Game of Thrones. I've already planned it. And then I was like, so I had to watch it again, and I got into it. And surprisingly, she really likes it. She really likes Game of Thrones.
It's full of Vikings, Alex. Of course she fucking likes it.
Well, I've done whole of season 1. I've done all of season 1 on Game of Thrones. And I thought that's crap. I know everyone loves it now. They say, like, I don't know, was it 5 seasons? But I just done season 1. I didn't like it.
I like it, man. I like that. It's good. No one's safe. Brilliant.
The only problem I had is I downloaded it, so that most of the time when the Tarakis were talking, I don't have a fucking clue what they said.
Oh yeah,
yeah, I did that, yeah.
That's like me when I was watching. Remember I told you that movie, Under the Skin, and it takes place in.
I didn't like that either.
Scotland, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, Glasgow, and the accent was so thick that I had to watch subtitles, and after a while I started to laugh because I was like, they're speaking English, but I can't understand. I can't the subtitles.
In that film, do you know what they actually done is they actually had her in a van with hidden cameras, and the guys that she's hitting on are actually real people, and she's hitting on them, and they're getting in the van and whatever else, and they're real people, and it's not acting.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
It was apparently the bit where she's chatting them up.
Yeah, a Scarlet.
Dude, Alex, you believe the fucking Blair Witch poster program thing?
She pulled up in a
white. Out there.
She pulled up in a white transit van. You would be going, yeah, all right, okay, I'll get in. Yeah, you know, you'd be fucking like, whoa, Avengers, Scarlett Johansson.
No, but she looks. I mean, you wouldn't expect it to be her, would you? And also, she
fucking jump in. I know that much.
She put on a little bit of weight, not a lot of weight, but she put on a little bit of weight for it. And she also has like a different colour hair. No, she did it on purpose because in Avengers she's too lean, so she wanted to make herself look like an average person. So she put on more weight for it. But the thing is, I mean, the good thing about it is that she actually stands in front of the mirror naked quite a few times. So.
Oh yeah.
What's this film? What's the title?
Oh, don't watch.
I've got to go. I've got to go watch something.
That's crap. That's crap. Oh,
it is a crap movie. It's the end.
If Scarlett Johansson is naked in it, there's nothing crap about it.
You don't really see her. You do see her naked, but ain't nothing like, you know, you're not like getting like porn.
You see a little bit of Mark.
He had a great picture. Sexy Beast. You ever see that one? Sexy Beast. That was the same guy who directed Under the Skin. Directed this movie called Sexy Beast.
Yeah,
I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. It's a gangster one. Yeah.
Ray Winston. That's really good.
He's like anti-Gandhi. Like he's like sitting in the same type of position that he did when he played a Gandhi, and every word out of his mouth is like 4-letter words.
Yeah.
And he's a complete psycho, but really good, and he's just like.
It's Ben Kingsley, isn't it? It's Kingsley.
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah,
he's evil.
Great.
Really evil.
I mean, he's smoking a cigarette on the plane, and then somebody goes, "Could you please put it out?" And he goes, "Would you like me to put it out in your eye?" I'm not going to try a British accent because I can't normally. Would you like me to put it out in your eye? And it's just like, holy cow, you know, because it did a fantastic job, you know. I
quite liked him in. People are going to hate me for this, but I liked him in Iron Man. I thought he was great.
No.
People are going to hate him.
He's hilarious.
I thought he was really funny.
in that.
And there's also I haven't seen it all. No, I haven't seen it all, but there's like a documentary where he's in prison.
But yeah, that's on one of the DVDs. I think Thor, the Dark World.
Oh, right. He's in prison as what's his fucking name?
I can't remember his name, but he's in prison as that guy, and he's talking to everyone.
Yeah, everybody's like, hey,
what is his character?
Of the Mandarin, and it turns out that there is a Mandarin out.
Yeah, people weren't happy what he did to that character, man. Jesus.
Well, that's what the director done. Yeah. That movie was shit.
The people keep coming up to him going, say it for me. So he's like, you won't see me coming. You know, that the movie, And, well, I mean, you guys want to know, basically there's a real Mandarin out there, and he was none too happy that this other guy was pretending to be him. Although, then again, you never really know, because it was Trevor Slattery, as we all know, and Trevor Slattery is just great.
Yeah, Trevor Slattery, yeah.
That was the name of the character, yeah. You know? It wasn't a great movie, but he was good in it, you know? And, you know, right now, RDJ owns that role as Iron Man. You know what I mean? Like he owns it right at this
There
point.
were rumors, weren't there, about how because the Avengers, the Avengers Age of Ultron budget was ridiculously large. I mean, what was it like? It's something like 230 million, and I think it's like 50 or 60 million of that budget is Robert Downey Jr.'s wage.
Shit.
I mean, and then he's because he was obviously only contracted for X amount of movies in the beginning.
30 million. He gets 30 million per Iron Man movie, which is
well, yeah, but in Avengers he got like 50 for the Age of Ultron.
Well, that's great.
And then they're talking about how he was going to be replaced by Mark Wahlberg or something. They were talking about for a while.
Oh God.
That would be good. I don't mind Mark Wahlberg, not in that role. You know?
I like Mark Wahlberg in The Big Hit.
Big Hit.
Yeah, it's a film from the 90s with Diamond Day-Lewis. And
about baseball or some shit, isn't it?
No. It's they're like I think they're like hitmen or something, and he does all these really cool stunts in there where like he'll like jump and there'll be like a set of stairs and he'll like roll down the railings and but he does all his own stunts in that. And he does quite a lot of stunts anyway, Mark Wahlberg. But he's
I don't like him.
I always thought the best role was Boogie Nights because he really parodied even himself. Like you don't necessarily think of Mark Wahlberg. You think of him back then. You think of him as Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. You remember that? Yeah. And him. I mean, there were big posters in New York City of him standing in his underwear because he did like whatever those
Calvin Klein,
Calvin Klein or whatever the fuck. Yeah.
But then again, I mean, it's his brother was in fucking New Kids on the Block.
Yeah.
And he's the guy in the beginning of Sixth Sense.
He's in a lot of films. He's in a lot of films.
The skinny guy who's like wearing his pants and he's in the bathroom and shoots himself. That's Donnie Wahlberg.
Yeah, that's right.
I know Donnie Wahlberg's also in that Stephen King flick, Dreamcatcher.
He was in a film which was really good, I thought, called Boomtown. And there's a TV show, American TV show. I thought that was quite good. But it didn't last very long. I don't think it went past the first season. But there's that. But what was I going to say about? So, I mean, has anyone ordered anything else? What about the statues?
Probably you have. You
no,
must have.
I honestly.
Oh yeah, I paid for the Endo-Arm today.
Did you?
Yeah.
Who would you get it from?
Your man.
Did you?
Did you? Oh. To give you a good price, then.
How much you get it for?
Well, I had to do some heavily negotiating with.
Yeah.
But I got it for $5.70.
That's all right.
Well done,
yeah.
mate.
Did you see there was one that sold like I think it was like Saturday or something where it was in America and it had like broken fingers or something. All the parts were with it. It was from the Big Bad Toy Shop. And
I think I saw that on eBay.
I still went for a lot of money. I mean, considering it was broken, and there was like a small print saying we cannot guarantee that all parts will be included. It still sold for like £360. I think it sold for.
Simon, man, that's a great looking piece, man. Congrats, bro.
Oh, see when it comes, will we? See when it comes. Oh, man. He was like, do you want me to open it and inspect it? I was like, what the fuck, mate? Fucking I'll open it, thank you very much.
But the thing is, in fairness, and I do mean this, when we gave him back Deadpool and he went through it, he found much more wrong with it than I did.
Yeah, he did.
Much more.
We when we went to his house, he had a lightsaber resting against the side, and I tripped over it and knocked it on the floor.
This is when I introduced Liam to Alex, by the way.
This is when I was introduced, and he goes, "Yeah, this is my my friend on the reviews and stuff," and I'm like, "Yeah, hey man, how you doing?" And I look over in his room, and he's basically like a storeroom in his house with all these like, I think they were like hot toys and all stuff like that. And
sideshow boxes, man, just sideshow boxes, loads of stuff.
And he was showing me something, and I leant over, and he had a lightsaber like resting against a box that someone had, well, luckily it was like someone returned it, and I tripped over it and knocked it on the floor. And I just looked around and I was like, shit. But luckily he goes, well, don't worry, that one's damaged. And then he showed us the damage that someone complained about, and it was like on one of the switches, it was like you really wouldn't know it was there unless you really looked really closely.
Jesus, like it may take me 2 weeks to find that fucking thing.
It was like a tiny little paint bubble, and then he said, he goes, well, yeah, the guy returned it because of that. And George was like, are you fucking kidding me? And he's like, no, he returned it because of that. And then he goes, I've had people return things because the polystyrene is damaged.
You can't open that.
I've seen people get really like they want the box that it came in from UPS, so whoever the shipper is, DHL or FedEx. They want the box to be mint. They want the box to be as mint as possible, and keep the shipping.
You break it up there.
Bing, bing.
I keep the boxes, but not. They're not statues, but if you guys want to see, I picked up 2 things.
Yeah, go for it, man.
I've got to be honest. I've got to say this. For me, I think there are some people that just ask. I mean, I'm not talking about everyone. I'm not talking about anyone in particular. But I do think that people forget it's a business. People seem to still think that Sideshow are working out of a garage, building shit just for that person and only that person. At the end of the day, they're there to make money, and the bottom line is that they're going to put the prices up and they're going to put the edition sizes up, and as long as people buy them, that's what's going to happen. And you should expect some degree of variation in quality because it's just like anything. The only difference is that if you buy a pair of trainers from Nike and I buy the same trainers, we don't get them out and do a review of them and check every little stitch and every little problem. If we did, you'd find fucking millions of variations between one pair of trainers and the other. Millions.
Well, no. There's a difference between a variation and serious fucking quality control, which sides
man, it's not. Some pieces come through okay and some pieces don't.
Yeah, but had like Hellboy and that, and Hellboy and Superman this year have come out. Their Sideshow's top 2 pieces this year, that and Captain America. Them 3, so in theory, but other pieces that have come out this year, Sideshow have just not even fucking looked at. It's got nothing to do with variations. They've just stuck the fucker in the box and said, fuck them. All you've got to do is look at my alien. All you've got to do is look at my alien for that.
But look at Alex's. Alex's isn't one like that. Alex's is nowhere near as bad. Some people's are really bad. Some things are a little bit less. So it's not like all of them are shit. It's just that some of them are shit.
But that is part of the thing that they're telling you too.
No. All of them are shit. Alex's teeth is shit. The paint job on them teeth.
All the teeth. All the teeth are shit.
Yeah, but they're not all the same standard of bad, are they? They're all different.
I ain't heard one person say one good thing about the teeth. Everyone known about the teeth.
No, the teeth are terrible. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that they're not all the same flaw. It's not all the same problem. Some teeth are joined together. Some are painted really badly. Some of the lines in the gums overlap. But it's not always the same problem in every single one, right?
Oh no, obviously not. I mean, some of the Captain A's had the machine gun was broken, or the eye was a bit slanted and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There are definitely things happening, but I think
there was a lot of hands broken, exclusive hands. A lot of them got broken, and apparently someone had to order in another batch of exclusive arms. And there was a lot of them, as you say, where the wings on the side were wonky. And
they're painted, didn't they? They don't stick out. They're painted on the helmet.
No, but like that, and then there's several apparently where the boss eye again, but that's just a Sideshow thing.
Well, it all depends, because don't forget too, they also say that these are handcrafted and no 2 are the same exactly. Yeah. So I mean, it all depends. Now, like if there was, I'm not saying that I would be happy if there was a scratch or something on the head of Captain America, but if if it wasn't so bad, and if it was something that I could learn to forget and nobody notices, and if somebody did notice it, I would just say it's supposed to be battle damage.
Oh, you know what? The way I'm seeing it is, right. I mean, I'm assuming that's the same in America. We have jewelry shops, and they sell like these porcelain statues. I don't know what are they called. I don't know. They sell for
Spanish,
120 pounds each. Yeah, you know them, do you, right?
Yeah. My mum's got one.
You paid 120 quid or whatever for one. You walk out, you bring it home. That's fucking mint. They're in new scratches. There's fuck all wrong with it, right? So when you're paying, well, we're paying what? Say £300, £320 average for a piece.
Yeah, probably about that.
You shouldn't be getting any marks. You shouldn't be accepting any faults. That should be flawless. You can buy a statue here for a third of the price, and that's mint, immaculate, and everyone is the same. They will be flawless. So there is no reason whatsoever why we should be getting quality control problems in any nature. When you see that prototype, they were talking. I was watching the chat the other night, right? And they're talking about prototypes and all that. When Sideshow advertise a piece at a Comic-Con, right, let's get Red Sonia, right? Now, I don't give a fuck what anyone say about, oh, well, that's people being racist about the paint job. They ain't fuck all. When Sideshow advertised Red Sonia, she was white. I mean, like an ice white. That was a really nice ice white, like she was in the cold. And she had like hints of blue where the cold had soaked in. Like that was the prototype. What you got was someone who had been lying on a beach, tan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That has nothing to do with being racist. My wife is tan. My wife is tan.
That woman's too white.
What I'm saying is, when Sideshow advertises a piece at the Comic-Con, right, that's what you should get. That is what you should get. Right?
I completely agree.
I've seen a white Red Sonia, hint of blue in the cheeks. I'll order that because I think I'm going to get that. Not a bird who's been lying on the beach for the last fucking month.
Yeah, but they use when they do like the prototypes, they use different paints and stuff, don't they?
Well,
they use the more expensive paints. They use it's a better.
The shop window, mate, to sell, isn't it?
It's me. That's false advertising. That's false advertising.
Well, that's
I completely agree with I completely agree with what you're saying. But what I'm trying to say
I'm just saying Red Sonia as a certain
example.
Piece.
You could do it with a load of them, Simon. You could do it with a load. I have no doubt.
Big Chap. When I saw that Big Chap on the Comic-Con video, it looked. But when I got it, that's nothing like the prototype.
Yeah, but here's what I'm trying to say, right? As people buy, numbers go up. Fucking more mistakes are not really what's happening. It's just the numbers are so much higher that the mistakes are so much more. It's just a typical business thing.
Right, okay, let's say there's 1,000, which there was 750 exclusives of the Big Cat bust, right? 750, right? Okay, now each one is obviously someone's painting the teeth and someone's painting this part, right? Now when they're all done,
and everything else,
when they're all done, you stick 750 on a fucking line, and then when they get to the end of the line, each one, you have a bloke standing there. Could even be me. I'll pick that fucker up and I go, look at the state of them fucking teeth. Send the fucker back. How long? What's that going to take? What's that going to take to inspect 750?
Do you honestly listen, Simon? Do you honestly think they don't have someone doing that?
Well,
do you think they don't have someone doing it?
Well, fuck me. He must be blind then or something. Well, what the fuck's going on? I mean, people say,
listen. They have somebody doing it, mate. Trust me. It's just they're not doing a very good job of it.
Well, yeah. I mean, how long does it take to inspect 1,000 statues? A couple of days, you know.
For me, I think that, you know, there are things that slip through the net. There definitely are. I mean, like you say, it's very hard to believe that the same people that put out the Hellboy and the Captain America and the Superman, who are 3 pieces I have and I've seen, you know what I mean, 2 of them I own and 1 of them Alex has got, and I have seen the Alien big chap, and there is definitely more little things going on with the big chap than there are the other three. But
I think it's
it's the same with the Deadpool, mate. It's the same with the Deadpool. The Deadpool has a lot of issues going on with it.
They use more than one factory. I mean, that's why. So
that's it.
You're
that's the point.
Factories are better than others, and
exactly.
They're paying them more money to, it's what they're paying them to do it as well. But
exactly, that's right.
But the point you were sort of making was like, you get a lot of people complaining about how, some pieces are. I mean, like I was looking up Wonder Woman the other day, and she's got such a high run. Her run is like really, really high. And,
but she's popular, isn't she?
No, but this is the point you're making. As I say, they're a business. So if they're gonna sell 6,000 Wonder Woman, they're gonna make 6,000. Why not? I mean, it's all about profit. Obviously, for them to make 6,000, it's going to cost them less per unit than to make 600.
Exactly.
So it's profit.
That's the better deal you get. The more, that's the same with anything. The more you make, the cheaper you can buy it.
From looking at the pieces that are really high runs, it seems to me that the actual DC is probably a cheaper license than Marvel.
It sounds like that, doesn't it?
So basically, where DC is saying, you can make 6,000 Batman, you can make 6,000 Superman, 6,000 Wonder Woman, whatever.
Yeah.
It seems like their license must be cheaper because with Marvel ones they don't make that many. I don't know.
Yeah.
And whereas you got characters like Captain America, they probably could have sold 6,000. They probably could have sold 6,000 Captain Americas, because the Americans love him. It's Captain America,
I was just thinking two things though. Like with the DC characters, they also have their own distribution. DC Collectibles, the DC statues.
DC Direct as well.
DC Direct. Yeah. And sometimes they're actually made by other companies like Gentle Giant or something like that, but they come back. And so it could also be that DC, for lack of a better expression, they have their hands in so many different pies. Because don't forget, before they're only realizing, we've been stupid for the last, 30 or 40 years. Warner Brothers owns DC. They only now are getting the idea that we should do a cinematic universe like Marvel did.
Cinematic, yeah.
And I found out the other day that apparently in the 90s, Michael Jackson owned Marvel.
Shit. I didn't know that.
I read it somewhere and I was just like,
Michael Jackson owned Marvel.
Apparently, at one point in the 90s, Michael Jackson owned Marvel. That's what I read on something the other week. And I was just like, what the fuck? I'll have to look it up, but I was really surprised when I read that.
Wow.
Amazing. That's true. That's fucking unbelievable.
Thank God he ain't doing a cameo in every movie.
Hey, that dude could fucking moonwalk, man. Moonwalk on the set.
I'll say
for me, I just think people need to remember that they're not making them from a garage and they're not making it just for me. They're trying to make money. And anybody that thinks they're not trying to make money are deluded. They're crazy because they're not doing it for me. They're not building that Superman. They're not building it for me. They're building it for the mass. And if you don't like it, don't fucking buy.
Every single one.
When you say they're not building it. When you say they're not building it for you, they are building it for you.
Not for me personally, they ain't.
The mass is you. Oh
my God, man.
You seem I don't want to get into a debate with you about fucking quality control here, but for fuck's sake, you're someone who sort of sit here and say, well. You've got to remember, there is going to be flaws. There is. Well, why is there going to be flaws?
No, listen. No, listen. If there is a flaw, it's between me and Sideshow and what they decide and what I accept. That's up to me and that's up to you and everybody else. You keep something, I'll return it. I'll keep it, you'll return it and vice versa. But what I'm saying is this. Sideshow don't make something with me in mind. They're saying, George really wants a great Superman, so we're going to fucking make it for him and we're going to make it perfect. They don't. They pay other people to do that. They pay other people, other companies, other sites all over China, all over everywhere. And sometimes they do a cracking job and sometimes things slip by and they make fucking big mistakes. But what I was trying to get at is that the more successful they become, this is only going to get worse. It's not going to get any better. But for me personally, I've seen a lot of pieces that people consider to be perfect, and I don't think they're perfect. I don't think they're perfect at all. I've seen loads of pieces where people are like, oh, that's the fucking best piece ever made. I'm just like, I look at it and I'm like, no, it ain't. Not for me, it ain't. I wouldn't trade this for this or that for that. You know, everyone talks about all different things. It's not the same for everyone.
That comes down to one man's junk is another man's treasure.
Exactly, brother.
Sorry, Michael Jackson tried to buy it.
All right, because that's a big statement now. That was a big statement, bro.
They're in talks and it fell through. Take it back, I'm sorry.
The Jackson family lawyers are happy now.
Yeah.
I have a question for you, George. On your, I noticed on mine, on your Ultron, are his feet touching the floor of the throne that he's standing on?
No,
or are they like?
No, they're not.
Mine aren't. It's supposed to be that way then.
Well, on my one, if I'm looking at it now, I can see it on his right foot. There. Yeah. You see that?
Yes. That's exactly how mine are.
The heel is touching the plate just. But on his left foot there, it's going right through. So he isn't touching.
Okay.
So his right foot, his heel is touching, and his left foot is not.
Okay. If mine's the same way, or at least close to it, because I can't, right now, but I guess it's supposed to be that way then, because I was thinking to myself, gee, was this a defect that I didn't notice back in?
Probably. I'm gonna fucking now after talking to Simon, I'm gonna send this shit back.
Hang on a minute, Jude. Let's have a look. You're turning things. You try to make out I'm saying things that I ain't saying.
No. I don't make out anything. What I'm trying to say is it's between one person and the company, and that no one is doing it on purpose to personally upset me. When things go wrong with the Deadpool, I was pissed. But then I looked through it, and I said to Liam, can you check them? Like, he was like, do you want me to get the distributor to check it, right? So they opened 7 fucking boxes of Deadpool, and 7 boxes, all faults, all flaws.
Yeah.
So what do you do? What do you do with that?
That's unacceptable. Unacceptable. I don't give a fuck how big the company gets. If the company gets bigger, then they should employ more and better quality
making
control.
Money, Simon. People cost money to employ, bro.
That's why they send all the stuff to people.
Yeah, but the more you make, then obviously, the bigger you get, the more you make, the more money you make, the better people you get in.
Well, you'd like to think that. In fairness, you would like to think that's true, but I think in some factories there are, and in some they ain't.
Well,
because it doesn't make any sense otherwise.
It's all about business models, and they probably got, the bigger the company get, the more people they got to, answer to. So basically, when you start getting bigger and bigger, you get more chair members. All they see is they're the investors. They just want the money, and then it's all about supply and demand. We're going to make this piece. This is in big demand. We can make X amount of them, and they're all going to sell. Fuck it, we'll make another Spider-Man, or we'll make another Batman. We'll just do the characters that sell.
Common sense.
We tried to make...
any of us could stand at the end of a line and...
Not me, mate.
Before the piece gets put in the box, we could say whether that's good enough to go in the box. We could say, well, hang on, let's take a look at the prototype, or let me look at them teeth, and we could judge whether that's worthy enough.
Yeah, but Simon, do you not think, bro, that when you open your box and you look at your piece, that you look at it like no one looks at a piece? If you were doing that for 1,000 statues a day, every single one, you not think you'd miss something? And forget it, you're a collector. The person that works there, he doesn't collect. He probably don't collect. He probably don't give a shit. He's standing there, he's looking at 1,000 alien heads, and he's going, yeah, all right. Yeah, that looks okay. Yeah, I'm all right with that. Actually, he's not, because he's probably Chinese. And he's probably saying, fucking hell, when's my break?
Well, if that was my job, and Sideshow must obviously know by now that, hang on a minute, right?
Well, you like to think Sideshow would send someone. Like Sideshow would
sometimes
send
done
someone
their
to
job
test it.
properly, and that fellow would have been sacked by now.
I mean,
and it'd have been replaced.
what did I hear? What did I hear about the Superman? Didn't they bring all the Superman back over and open every single? Or no, was it Apocalypse that they opened every box and was checking every single one? Isn't that what I heard? Somebody, I'm
I think
sure.
it was something to do with Apocalypse, where they sent a lot back and they repainted them and sent them back to people.
Yeah.
That's
And that was another piece this year that there were things, there were issues with it. Looks magnificent, some of them. Some of them have got a lot of little paint problems or issues here or there. It's about who decides whether you keep it or not, isn't it? Certain things I can live with, man. Certain things I can't.
Sometimes you also get, like, if it's, say, a Star Wars statue and it's got a lightsaber or a light-up feature of any type, sometimes that shit comes in and you get it and it may not work properly. I mean, that happened to me, and like they tried exchanging the arm on Chicken Little Mall back there, and they did it twice, and then finally they told me that we have to send you a whole new one because the way these things are made, you know, either they're not making a connection or it's just easier to send you a whole new one. So send us the other one back, and we'll send you a new one, and it becomes like a swap, you know.
Yeah, I've seen people where there was a guy on one of the groups where he got a new Captain America body, and because it wasn't made for that statue, it didn't fit. It didn't go on that. You know, it was literally like a couple of mil space.
Shit, man, it's terrible.
And I can say that as well because I had two J. Scott Campbell Spider-Mans next to each other, and the paint was slightly different colours. You know, when you have them next to each other,
I had exactly the same with Deadpool.
You could see the colours. You could see on the exclusive one, which I actually sent away. I think the shading was a lot better on the suit. I do actually think it did look slightly better. Actually, I think that paint job.
Dude, when I had the two Deadpools, I lined them up next to each other, and the one I've actually kept is a lot whiter. It's not as grey as the old one was. The old one's was like a darker grey. This one's much whiter. This one that I've got. It's like got a lot more lighter tints to the paint.
It's hand painted. I mean, you're going to get that. So
yeah, I know.
You know, that's the way it's going to happen.
At the end of the day, now we live. What sort of fucking talk is that? We are dealing with a company that everyone now thinks, well, hang on, yes, I love your prototype, but when you order it, all you're prying is that is what you're going to get, and that's going to come in one piece. You don't deal with this company with confidence anymore.
Yeah.
It's just,
I think you're right.
Hope and pry now. Hope and pry.
But for me, I don't ever see any prototypes. I've never seen a prototype of anything.
Alright, well maybe you don't see the pictures.
No, George, you saw the stuff at Comic-Con on the videos.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't really. I've got to be honest. I didn't.
You see the pictures on the website.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean, I saw the Hellboy thing at Comic-Con. That's why I bought it. But now I've got the Hellboy in front of me. It doesn't look any different.
Exactly. That is what is the top three pieces released this year.
Yeah, but I think that's
come out fantastic.
Simon, George. I just want to say that you're both right because, like, for instance, like a prime example with me is, and there was nothing wrong with the statue itself, but I returned the engineer because it wasn't the actor. You know, I paid $400. I wanted to look at the guy in the movie, not the guy at the beginning of the movie, but the guy at the end of the movie.
I remember you saying about this.
I heard this the other day. Yeah, someone was talking about this the other day. I mean, I don't know. What do you say to something like that? An engineer's an engineer, isn't it?
No.
Well, yeah, you're right about that, but at the same time...
Simon, I've had this discussion with Mark before.
No. What I mean is, when you done your review, Alex, and everything, I didn't pick up on it that it didn't look like the engineer in the movie. I thought, yeah, it looks like him. I don't know. Maybe I didn't look at it that much.
I'm the same. I didn't look at it that much.
It's the likeness of the guy at the beginning. It's the likeness of the guy at the beginning. That's what it is in a nutshell.
The guy who the guy who drinks the thing and then interacts, falls into the water and interacts with their system. Yeah.
That's the likeness they use. Not the guy at the end who comes out and kills Guy Pearce. Is that his name? Guy Pearce? Yeah. Not that guy. They use the one at the beginning, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, look, in some ways I said to myself, was I being too, you know, anally retentive about it? But then I thought to myself, you know what? $400-something. I wanted what I wanted, and you know what? I'm happy with the Deadpool piece and shit, like, you know, excuse my language, stuff like that.
I have to be totally serious. I mean, with the engineer, I mean, he's just there.
And he looks great.
Yeah, I mean, well, just see, cut his head off. There you go.
The one flaw I hate with the engineer is you can see the joint between the legs.
That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. That's lazy.
Got the engineers. I mean, it was sold out. I was looking up pieces that I wanted. My girlfriend said she was going to buy me a piece because I finished uni. So she's like, "Yeah, I'll get you a statue. What do you want?" And then I was thinking to myself, "What do I want? What do I want? What do I want?" And I was in like panic buyer mode. And first of all, I said to her, "I want Pinhead." And then I was thinking to myself, well, the thing is, first of all, I thought to myself, fuck, if I get Pinhead, I'm not going to get that until next fucking October. I want something now.
Lucky.
So then the Rotten Collector, he put up that he was selling his. Got in touch with him, transferred his, paid him. He done all the forms and whatever, and he got sent to my house. It was really expensive for the piece it is, though. I mean, for the work that's gone into it, it's not a separate base. It's all one piece.
Yeah. But
I think it does a really nice. But the main reason I've kept it, and I did get it, is because my girlfriend bought it.
But that's exactly my point. You see, it's what I'm trying to say is that Mark didn't like the likeness. For him, it's inexcusable. So he sent it back. Yeah. I wouldn't accept the join in the legs, so I would send it back just on that, not the likeness, but that reason. Simon probably would send it back for a different reason. My point is that every single one of us would have a different reason. No one should take it like, this is a uniform, of it's personal. They fucked me up intentionally. It's not how it works. The bottom line is you accept it or you don't accept it. If you don't like it, send it back. That's the only way.
Yeah. You're right.
Otherwise, get on.
I have to say, out of all the pieces I've got, the pieces I've got now, I'm quite happy with pretty much all of them. And I mean, with one of the pieces I weren't happy with when it turned up. I mean, it's probably because it was broken, and I had my red mist on. It was the Jake Sully. The Jake Sully. That one pissed me off big time.
Jake Sully? Which one's
Jake
that?
Sully, the Avatar.
We did a review on that, Simon. That was fucked.
Yeah, so I mean, that was really broken, and I think it was the same sort of thing with George, where he got his Deadpool, and pissed off, and I opened it up, and I was pissed off because I was going through a dispute with the guy on eBay. He was saying I broke it or I swapped pieces over, and I was just really pissed off with it. And I would actually really like to see that piece, in person again, like in mint condition, so I could actually judge it properly. And that's the only piece I felt bad with. And actually, and the Freddy as well. I mean, that turned up in quite bad nick as well. But then a good mate of mine, he come round and sorted it out straight away, and that looks great now. And I mean, I was winding up Simon the other day and telling him, because of him, I bought the shit Freddy and not the good one. But yeah, just to tease him. But because I mean, we were talking about upgrading to another Freddy.
My ass, mate. Yeah.
We were talking about when because Sideshow releasing the Dream Warrior, is it?
Yeah, so, I'm waiting to see. I might even upgrade to that one as well.
I'm going to bring it back. I just want to get something.
What, you mean you're going to get the one with the doll?
No. The new one. Do you know
There's a new one coming.
Yeah, I think I would probably. I've been looking for the one with the doll, and I nearly bought it. And in London, if you go on the train, you actually get reception at stations. You get like Wi-Fi reception. And I emailed the guy at Golders Green, and basically when I went under the tunnel, by the time I got online and whatever else, it was like Camden Town, which is about 15 minutes away. And in that minute, in that 15 minutes, he sold it. And he sold it for like...
Yeah, see, man, it happens, doesn't it, bro? It happens.
275 you sold that for, and I was like, oh, you man.
I'm really interested, actually. I'm looking forward to seeing what Sideshow put out in regard to these pieces. I want to see the new Freddy and the new Jason, and I want to see the new Evil Dead pieces. I reckon it could be nice, really nice.
Well, this is the point you were trying to make earlier about, a lot of people were complaining about the quality of Sideshow, and
I'm not buying into that shit anyway.
There are a lot of QC issues at the moment. And I do think as well that there are, certain pieces like, the big chap, it's got big issues with the order team.
Yeah, the big chap. So shut it, G, all right? Shut it.
All right, Simon, I don't want to have to mute you again, right?
This is not screen. Sorry.
Oh, cool.
This is not screen accurate, but it's a stylized Freddy Krueger. It's not as big. It's not really a statue. It's actually a rotoscope figure. Yeah. But I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, it's different, So I bought this like maybe back in 2010, and I don't know. I thought you guys would get a kick out of seeing it. That's all. So
don't look like him. Send it back.
No, I like it. I mean, I like the big premium format, but I don't have room for that. Compared to all the pieces that I want. But I just wanted to show you it. That's all. I like the white eyes on it and stuff. It looks just. It looks scary, actually.
It looks like a bad dream, man. It looks terrifying.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, it's like a nightmare. Like, he shows to a little kid, and they're not going to bed. You have to knock them out and then they go to sleep. I bought these two things over the weekend. This it's a McFarlane. It's not a real statue, but they don't have moving parts. It's Walking Dead.
Oh yeah, you showed me that. That's nice.
Oh, that looks nice, actually. That.
I saw you sent me.
Yeah, I was talking about.
Sorry,
it's on the video.
Camera.
Yeah, is it working on the camera? Or can you see it? Yeah. Hopefully I got it right. I mean, it's hard for me to tell if it does with the little screen. But basically, it's I have Daryl Dixon from last year. They do one 10-inch figure a year. And Rick Grimes and Daryl Dixon are for me anyway, my two favorite characters.
Yeah. So did you just see the what's the hot one, the hot woman who's Glenn's girlfriend?
She's awesome looking.
Yeah, they're making a gentle giant 1/4 scale statue of her.
Oh, nice.
It looks really good. It looks really nice. But what was I going to say? Oh yeah, just talking about the Freddy stuff. I found all this the other day that I've had in the cupboard. You see that?
Oh, that's a NECA, right?
Yeah, I found it in my cupboard the other day. I forgot I had it.
Oh, wow.
Like all this other shit. I've just literally just seen it there. So like I've got this like gremlin thing. And what's that one? Oh yeah, the Evil Dead one.
Hey, that's a collector's item right there. Evil Dead sells well.
Yeah, I bought it because I think I had for some reason my uncle he just gives me these like credit cards, like prepaid credit cards, and you can never really use them anywhere. And luckily you can use them on like Forbidden Planet and things like that, so I used them there. But all those are like about 3 years ago, and stuck them in the cupboard and never took them out. But what was I saying before with? Sorry, do you want to show that?
Yeah, this is the NECA Real Toys for the 35th anniversary. They did in scale with their 7-inch figures, the Alien Queen, and I haven't opened it up yet, but it's basically, it says over here, it's over 30 inches long, 15 inches tall. It has it does have two different stands for it, as well as posable tail, hinged jaw, sliding head. And it also comes with 2 different interchangeable inner mouths. And
that's got to be, it's got to be like 1/8 scale. That's got to be then 1/8, 1/7.
Well, I don't know. It's scale with the 7-inch figures. So like like you took out the Evil Dead figure that you had of that it would be in scale with that. So like if you were to put that next to this, that's how much bigger the Queen would be to a human being.
I was talking about
So I bought this mainly because, I wanted to have it.
I was talking
but you see, bro, that's the right attitude, man. It's the
I think I saw
right
the
attitude.
sign about it, but the actual NECA, the NECA toys look really good. The one where they're in their spacesuit. I think they look
Yeah,
really
the
good.
new alien figures. Yeah, I'm thinking about buying that set, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really.
Looks pretty sweet to me.
I think it was like Mad X Collectibles, someone like that, done a video on them, and he done them like on one of the shows, and I saw them, and I was like, oh, wow, they look like good models.
They're up for order now on Forbidden Planet, Alex.
Oh, are they? I haven't tried them.
Dan's got a good video. A guy named Pixel Dan on YouTube has got a good video review of this. If you check it out and do a YouTube search, he's got a pretty in-depth video of this piece. If in case you guys want to get one,
I think on the Alien, one of the aliens.
Look at that, man. That looks cool.
On one of the Alien groups on Facebook, there's a comparison with the with that, and I think the Palisades Queen, which is massive. And
that looks great. That piece. I really like that. Look at that piece.
Yeah,
it's really nice. That Queen.
Well, Amber Racy's got the Palisades Queen bust, and that's huge.
That looks great as well.
Oh, she's got a lot of stuff, hasn't she?
She's got a great collection.
I don't think anyone really know how much stuff she's got.
I asked her, like, what does she do for a living? And she does something with computers, and she goes, basically, I don't know what the word she used. I'm just going to say she earns a high salary, but she lives like she eats at McDonald's every day. So most of her money is going into statues, literally.
Jesus.
That's what she told me. She may be kidding.
She's happy, isn't she? So
that's it, man, isn't it? That's what's important.
These are my Street Fighter statues.
I like her voice. She's got a sexy voice, I think.
Yeah, she has. In fairness, you're right. She does.
She would detect love in the air. Love's in the air.
Oh, she's in Canada, unfortunately. But still. Well, I haven't seen her in person, but she's got a sexy voice. That's what she
I'm definitely I'm definitely in love with the idea of her. A woman earning a lot of money buying statues. That's fucking great. It's the best thing I've ever heard of.
I know. You break up with her, like all the cool stuff that you had. It's ours. No, it's not. It's hers. It'd
be like Eddie Murphy, is it Delirious or Raw, where it's like
half.
I want half.
I want half.
Eddie, Amber, give me half.
Yeah.
Eddie,
I want half.
He was funny back in the day, man. Eddie Murphy was a funny fucking guy back in the day.
Oh, absolutely. By the way, here's a piece of Eddie Murphy trivia I know, because I know a lot of geeky movie trivia. He was one of the last actors to work on the studio. If you look at most of his movies from the 80s, they're all Paramount pictures. Even Raw, the comedy Raw, the live stand-up thing, most of them was done Raw. And they were all done through Paramount. He was one of the last contract studio players before they finally list them in Hollywood. So I don't know. I'm sorry for bringing the group down like that, but I sometimes get these oh well, I just know this. So if I ever say something that just tell me to shut up. You know what I mean? Sometimes I ramble on. I'm sorry about that.
Cool.
No worries, brother.
Well, we're just saying about with people talking about the quality of pieces going down and things like that with Sideshow and stuff. I don't totally agree, because I mean obviously George and I were talking about it today, where you've got the the old 4-piece, and George and I got to do the review of that piece and have it in front of us, see it, and I mean that piece looks great, but then when you see some of the other older pieces, they don't. I mean, like the Scarface, I was close to buying that recently. It looks quite bad. I mean, from angles, it looks quite good. But then when you look at it kind of like this way, he's got like a massive nose. It just looks really weird. When you look at
the likenesses,
pieces, I mean, this might upset the other George, but the thing is, some of the Bonds don't look that great. And then you've got like the Evil Dead guy, Ash. I really want that piece, but the likeness is terrible, and it sells for like £600. I mean, I'm not going to pay £500-600 for a thing that looks terrible.
You see, I have the same thing with the Captain America, Al. You know, you got your Captain America. I've watched loads of reviews. I'd need to see the original Captain America PF in person, because from what I can gather from the reviews, it doesn't look impressive in any way. It doesn't. The mixed media looks terrible. The base looks generic. The pose is borderline. You know, just a museum. It's normal. I've seen it many times. People want £1,000 for that sort of a piece, and I wouldn't swap it for the Captain America that's been released now. I just wouldn't.
These books are nice to get if you find if they have them. It's just a way of like, because we're never gonna get all the pieces we want. So sometimes you just gotta live with a cool-looking, you know, professional photo of it, and just kind of be like, well, if I ever find it, you know.
Yeah.
Is this the Captain America you're talking about, George? Is this it?
Yeah, that's it. Where he's standing on the Ultron head.
Is he standing on Ultron head?
I think that might be the exclusive that he's standing on a head.
Oh, yeah. That's. I've been watching a few videos and things of that. I'm not a big Captain America fan, but I prefer the most recent one.
Is that Captain...
I like that.
Mark, is that Captain Archetypes, or what it's called? Is that the Sideshow book? Is that the Sideshow book?
This is the first Sideshow book that came out before that, Volume 11. They used to publish these like every year.
Oh shit! I've seen those on eBay, but I assumed they were just catalogs that Sideshow sent out.
No, I didn't know that either. They're fucking cool. That's a really cool book.
On eBay, they look like little shitty catalogs.
Well, they are catalogs in the sense that, you know, that's what they called them. This came with a DVD too, but basically it's just kind of like. Actually, I like this book better than that other one because I have the other one. He's got interviews with famous collectors like Guillermo del Toro. That guy is so rich he has a house just for his collectibles. You know, they show you like Arnold Stallone and Schwarzenegger collectors. They show you all places around the world where they sell their stuff. Like,
it's amazing.
That's quite interesting.
Really cool.
I've seen those come up a few times on eBay, and the way that they're listed is they sound like a little book, a little catalogue that's like a soft, like not even a hardback. It sounds like a little floppy magazine that Sideshow send out as a promotional thing, and I didn't know it was like that.
No.
It's really good. It's really nice, man.
And I don't know how much it was, but it's not that much. I mean, you could definitely, you might even be able to find it on Amazon or something like that, because
I'm pretty sure I've seen one sell. I'm pretty sure I've seen one sell for about £10. About, you know, I think it was like £8 or something. Yeah.
The price, probably a little bit less than I paid for it. I would imagine £10.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's like, I would imagine that that's. I probably paid more for it. This is the thing we were talking about last week. Remember we were talking about the diorama with X-Men and the X-Men.
That looks nice. That Colossus looks fantastic. I like that though. I like that piece.
Yeah, I think.
Boys, I'm gonna have to run, man, because my phone is dying. I got no battery at all. It keeps shutting off and on and off and on. That's why I keep cutting out.
Right,
so
man.
I'm gonna love you and leave you, boys. All right.
Laters, buddy. Laters.
Good to see you, dude. I'll chat to you tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Simon.
Happy holiday.
Still love you, bro. Still love you, bro.
Yeah, laters, man. I hate you. I hate you. You can love me all you want.
Yeah, I know, man. I know. Marcus, lovely catching up, bro. Peace. Yeah, I'm gonna look for your channel now.
Okay, TBC 718.
All right, brother. I'll catch you soon.
All right. If I don't see you before the holidays, Merry Christmas.
You too, man, and to your family. Simon, Merry Christmas. Al, I'll be seeing you soon, bro. Take care.
Yeah. Bye, mate. Ta-da.
By the way, any of you guys collect Weta, this is a good book to get too.
Yeah.
The Collector's Guide. It's the same sort of thing.
Oh yeah.
But they have different licenses. A lot of Lord of the Rings stuff. They're coming out with a new volume soon. But you know, and they also have their own little individual lines. But like,
I went separate, didn't I, from Sideshow?
Yeah, they separated. Well, Sideshow and Weta collaborated, and then they separated.
Yeah.
So they do show some Sideshow pieces too, but a lot of the stuff here is just Weta pieces, and I'm trying to just see like even they had like Narnia, which I like the line, The Witch in the Wardrobe.
There's a Narnia piece I saw. A Narnia piece I saw the other day, but I don't think it's by Weta, and it was like one of the Minotaurs or something, and that looked quite decent. And then I saw it was like £40. It was like well cheap, and then I looked it up, and that's kind of like the recommended price to sell it for anyway. And it was a bit smaller. I thought it looked quite good when I first saw it.
Yeah. I don't own any Narnia pieces, but I mean I've looked at them and they look cool. I think some of the Hobbit pieces look cool that they're done, like Thandarol and whatever. But I know I'll stay off the Hobbit real quick as quick as possible. I'm just interested in Smaug now, you know. Although if I did have money, I would get that Saruman's premium format.
Yeah.
I would definitely get that if I had the money for it.
The Smaug looks too unposable, really. The Smaug just looks like
They have a little one.
They got
a smaller one that's going to have. It's not going to be numbered, so it's just going to be something that they're going to be selling forever, like the Stormtrooper on Sideshow. But all I want is the piece, so I don't really care. Although I was really hoping that for maybe they'll do it as bookends. Like I just think it would be cool to have the dragon head and a little Bilbo over here, like that scene from the movie, like it's on the cover of the Blu-ray. I just think that would be cool. Maybe they'll do it as bookends or something like that. And, you know, the way they did the Guards of Erebor for the original Blu-ray release earlier this year. You know, but that's pretty much really all I really am looking for, because I already have a Sauron. Actually, I consider myself lucky to get the Sauron bust that I had, only for the fact that the other thing I would love to get. Yeah, Gentle Giant. Yeah, he's pretty big. Basically, this is made out of plastic, but I got this for $20 at a comic book store. Just a snow troll, you know. But this is made out of plastic, though. It's nothing special, but nevertheless, it matches everything. So you can get away with it for $20. You know, you can't go wrong with $20.
There was a guy on here the other week, and his name is Jeremy Campbell, and he's actually the guy I got my Lord of Darkness off of. And he's trying to sell all of his Lord of the Rings pieces, and he's got like all the sort of Gentle Giant busts. So he's got like a load of those as well.
Yeah, this one,
that's a nice piece, yeah.
Yeah. It's I mean, you know, and it was at a time when there was a lull. Like I bought this at a place called Urban Collector online. I don't remember how much I paid for it, but I don't think I'm pretty sure. And so like I'm happy to have this. You know, it's just a bust, but you know sometimes that's all you need for a character. You know.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't really have a lot of room. The other piece I just want to show you really quick, if you don't mind, is my Balrog, because this piece I really like. Because it's small. But he fits in the D-top perfectly with something else. You see, hopefully the light still works. Yeah, the light works.
Oh yeah.
The light's up. And you know, it's my Gentle Giant as well.
There's that guy, the guy who has all the Lord of the Rings stuff. He has the Balrog, and the head is massive, like the proper bust of it. Yeah, and it's huge. And he's got all these cave trolls and things like that. But Simon, I moved my room around the other day, Simon, and now like I can actually get to this like cube in the bottom corner now, because that was like a dead cube because my sofa used to be in front of it. So now I've got like an extra cube to move some shit around. So I mean, I'm hoping when I think it looks like my next piece is going to be Michael Keaton. So when Michael Keaton comes, he's going to probably go, you know, in one of the bottom places, and then I'll move one of those in there and whatever else, move it around. But
yeah, I've got to put a new piece at the top then.
No, well, I had the I had the bust up there, and it did look quite nice, but I'm quite paranoid, and I want it behind glass. But what I'm going to do is, where the bust is, I'm going to change this shelf here to a glass shelf, so the light can go through and actually get onto the dome. Because when I had the
oh, what do you mean? Come down on the top?
Yeah, and well, because then you can the light will you can actually see it more. Because the way I've got it now is you can't really tell.
The light is at the bottom. Yeah, I can see the light is at the bottom.
And if I take out the because there's a light, there is a light at the top.
Why don't you have the lights at the strip at the top, Alex? Because that's how I have mine. I have the strips.
I do, but they're turned off. Look, they are. They're turned.
Oh, it's a separate light at the top, is it?
Yeah. So I can turn that. I mean, I've got them all set up differently. But the thing is, so basically, if I take out that shelf, I'll have the light at the top, and then the coloured light at the bottom. And with the coloured light at the bottom, well, no, it's changing now. But when it goes certain colours, you can really see like the paint job so much better on it. You can see like all this kind of like all the greens, and they've got like a rainbowy like effect on it. So when you shine the light on,
I can see the lights changing colour now, and that sort of comes up, shows different, looks differently under a different colour.
Oh, it does, and I've not noticed that in anyone else's video, and I don't know if you really had the time to, because you probably wouldn't have put it on display, because you probably would have just gone.
To be honest, I stuck it until I got the confirmation to destroy it.
Yeah.
I stuck it on top of the Bester.
Yeah.
And I have lights sort of on the ceiling and lights at the base of the top of the Bester. And I really like the big chap sitting on there. He looked fantastic from a distance. So, you know.
Well, it was Whispering Wind got one.
It looked good on his video.
It looked really nice on his video. Obviously, the teeth look shit, but that's what's going to happen on all of them.
Mine looked great from the distance.
He said that. Well, I mean, he had no issues on his dome. He had no scuffing. He had nothing apart from the teeth. And he was talking about, I'm going to tell Sideshow to give me a replacement. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with you, man?
Why don't you just go for what you've done and try and get a part?
Go get in touch with them. Tell them it's going to cost me $100 to pay someone. Blah blah blah. They'll give you $65 off, something else. And then you live around the corner from fucking Brian. Too many figures. Speak to him, and he'll do you a deal. I mean, he does quite decent work, and
I can't imagine him charging too much.
They're both in New York, so you know what? No big deal, is it?
I've reordered one with Collectibles Direct.
I can get one. I can get one really cheap. Because Sideshow owe me, they owe me like $150 from different things that have turned up fucked. They owe me $150, and then they owe me, well, they're giving me like these international vouchers which you can't use on anything, but you can use them on the big chap, and so that's like $50. So I can get like a big chap for like another one for like $150 or whatever it was.
But you got to then pay import and everything as well again, ain't you?
Yeah, but it's not really that much, is it? And I'm pretty sure that when I got my J. Scott Campbell Spider-Man, I'm pretty sure, I might be wrong, but because I got a discount on that, and I'm pretty sure that when I got it, they done the import tax for the discounted price. So whereas I got like $40 or $50 off, I'm pretty sure the import tax was for $50 less. So
yeah, go on, sorry.
So then if I'm going to get one with $200 off, or the piece I'm going to get is going to have $200 off. So I'm hoping that the import tax will be for the piece minus $200, not the full retail price.
Yeah, I think it will be. I'm pretty sure it will be. Well, you decided what you're going to get?
It's on the fence. I'm with. It was between Red Skull, because I've got Captain America, so I was thinking of Red Skull.
That's right, you were talking about that the other day. I think that's another top piece that's been released this year.
Yeah, then also I was thinking, I was really close to getting a Stormtrooper when, do you know when I traded my Gandalf on Fairfax for Mumra. That was a three-way trade, and the other person swapped a Stormtrooper, so I could have actually got a Stormtrooper then, and I probably should have done that.
I'll go with a Red Skull compliment.
And then the other pieces are Red Sonia, which I'm not really overly fantastic, up about, but the other one was there was another piece as well, but I can't remember what it was now. But I was thinking about it, but then I'm just thinking, well, oh yeah, the one piece I was going to get, but then they sold out now, was I was going to get into an own hot toy. It's the only hot toy. Well, it's the only hot toy I would buy. It's Ed 209. That's the only one I'd buy.
That's a bit pricey for that, isn't it?
Well,
and
yeah,
I've been told. Who's it? People have been moaning, haven't they, that they're starting to have problems with the head.
No, the original had problems with the dome. The dome cracked on the original one, and the rubber shrunk. So, but apparently on the newer ones, I don't know, I might be wrong, but apparently it doesn't happen as much. But
it's a lot of money for a hot toy, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm going to get $200 off.
I think a couple of companies did it. I think didn't NECA do an Ed 209?
It's too small. Yeah, I've seen it. It's too small. And then there's another one which is the big bucks, which is Chronicles Collectibles.
£1,000 out or something, isn't it?
It's $2,500, I think. It's Chronicles Collectibles, and it's actually done by I think it's Phil Tapper who actually does the stop animation for Ed 209, and he done the original one, so he owns that company. And they're doing that. They're doing a cane, and they're doing the Ghostbusters dog. And they're doing possibly something else, but they're the pieces they're doing. And the Kane and Ed 209 look great, but they are
so expensive.
They are quite small as well for the price. I don't think they're that big. I think Ed 209 is only 12 inches. The thing with the Hot Toy one is you could change the hydraulics on the legs, and you could make them up to about 16 inches.
Yeah.
So and it's posable. So I mean. I was thinking, the other one.
Go with a PF, wouldn't he? Compliment the premium format.
Yeah, and the other one was another hot toy actually, and I could get the Crow hot toy for free.
Get the what?
The Crow.
The Crow.
I'm quite a big. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Crow, and I mean, I really like.
Sideshow had it really cheap, didn't they? They were selling that on a sale for about $100. No,
$200. It's on sale now for $200. And if I do all the money they owe me and whatever else, and it goes down to like about $30 or something. But then again, I don't want to start going down that road. That's the problem. I don't want to start buying.
Can't you somehow? I think you got a Hellraiser on pre-order, eh?
Yeah, of course, man.
Can you put that towards it if you speak to Sideshow?
Yeah, I can. But the thing is, because it's just me, my mentality. Because
you want something now, that you're looking for something to get now. That's what it is.
Because Pinhead doesn't come out till October, I only have to pay installments of like £30 a month or whatever it is. So it's nothing. So I don't really know. I'm not really noticing I'm paying for it. But then also because I'm going to get money off, if I buy something now with the money off, it's going to be cheap to buy one thing now, and I'm going to get it now. So that's what I was thinking about with that. So I mean, it is looking like the Red Skull, to be honest with you, but I'll have
Stormtrooper or Red Skull. It's got to be one. I'd say they're the two best pieces you mentioned.
Well, the problem with the Red Sonia is her exclusive is much better than the regular. So if you've got the exclusive troll head,
I've got the exclusive lined up for the Sinestro, haven't I?
Yeah.
So,
but that troll head looks great, and that makes that piece a lot better. That's like an exclusive that actually complements the piece really well. So basically, then when you see it with that exclusive part, you're like, oh man, I want that, And there's certain parts where the exclusive don't really matter, and there are. I mean, like RoboCop, I would never use the exclusive hand on RoboCop.
Oh, I don't use my exclusive. I don't use my exclusive on mine.
Yeah, I just think it's like
the Terminator premium format. It's A1. You know, I use the
Yeah.
exclusive.
But with
I use the
the
regular.
exclusive hand, it's like he never uses it when he's standing up, and apart from when he's going and he goes to the data bank and he does that. He's not fighting anyone, and then he stabs him in the neck at the end, or when he's all battle damaged and he uses it on the machine. They're the only times he uses it. So it's like, you know, why would you really want that? It's just like a really pointless exclusive. And
Well,
the regular,
that's
the regular's got
when
some
you
great, you know, great add-ons anyway. The regular, you got the gun in the hand. If you don't have the gun in the hand, you've got the gun in the
two
wrist.
extra hands. Two
Yeah,
extra hands.
That's the one. That's the only one I've got that I actually change around all the time.
I'll just have it with the holster open and him ready to take the gun out. That's how I just run on.
That's what I've got at the moment. Exactly what I've got at the moment. But you know how long? The thing is, when I got it, I was really worried about opening the holster up. I was really worried about it. I was like opening it, I was pulling it, and I was like, "This is going to break. It's going to break. It's going to break." And then it kind of, you know, when you pull something and it kind of like gives, and you kind of go like that, and it moves, it jumps.
You don't know how far to pull it out there, but it does actually come out.
It does, and I literally like that when that little jump bit happened. I was thinking, like split second, fuck, I've broken it, and then I looked at it, and I was like, oh, that's how it goes. And then you pull the other bit out, and I think it looks great. I think that RoboCop is really good.
Yeah, so do I.
I've got the Pop Culture Shock one coming though.
Oh, I know.
I'm not quite sure why I ordered that, to be honest with you, but I paid.
Oh, that might turn out better. You don't know yet, do you?
The positive side of that is I paid for it in full the day it went out on pre-order, which was either May or March. So I've paid for it already, so it doesn't really matter. You know, at the time I had a little bit of money and I thought, fuck it, I'll buy it. So when it does turn up and I've got to just pay the shipping and the tax, it's going to be whatever it is.
If you don't like it, you can sell it, can't you?
Yeah. I mean, or if I do like it, I can sell the other one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's got a light up base as well, hasn't it?
But I don't know if it lights up. I think it does look like quite a good, nice space, but I don't know if it lights up.
I can't remember. But yeah, I don't think it's got the holster on it, though, has it?
No, it's just got the arm, which is a bit weird, and then luckily the exclusive arm looks better. I think he's like got his arm out, but the exclusive arm looks a lot better. But I'd say it's all about when you see it in person. I mean, I think Pop Culture Shock are doing a really good job lately. I mean, I was quite impressed with Dal Sim, as I said to George earlier. I mean, like, if you think about Dal Sim as a character, when I played Trick, I really chose Dal Sim. Dal Sim is just like a little character you use to cheat with, isn't he? You either do like the little slides or you do the kicks, just like so people can't come near you, or the punches, and people can't come near you when you're Dal Sim. But as a character, he wasn't that popular, I don't think. But that piece is really good. I mean, the blue one I think is great.
The exclusive one, yeah, looks nice, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it looks great. And then I think Pop Culture Shock, I mean, they're doing a really good job. And I mean, you know, it's just that I'm not a fan of their bases. I think I quite like the base to have something on it. You know, I don't like a plain black base. I said this last time actually, but yeah, with Hellboy, I mean, he's got the plainest base I think I've got. Yeah, he must do. You know, and he's got like, you know, I don't really like it. That ruins the statue a little bit, that Hellboy base, but I don't know.
The Gentle Giant one, they don't have they're just round, black, and plain too.
Or they're the new ones, the see-through ones, aren't they? The new ones, Gentle Giant.
Yeah, they're just doing the clear bases, and when you see like Black Widow, she's literally got a clear circle base and then two clear cubes, and she's got a foot on the two cubes. And I don't know, I'm quite a big fan of. I mean, if I was to choose my best piece, I wouldn't choose Indiana Jones as my best piece. But if I sat down and marked and I gave a piece grades for like, you know, for
you said Indiana Jones was your favourite piece.
No. What I'm saying, so I wouldn't. If I said to myself, what's my best piece? What piece do I like the most? Just to look, you know, just as a piece. I'll probably go with Darkness one day, but then another day will be Jason, and you know, it changes quite a lot. But the thing is, if I was to sit down and make a list and say, okay, well, the pose, the likeness, the mixed media, the bass, you know, all things like that. If I was to sit down and do it, Indiana Jones would score the highest rate, like the highest mark. I think he's like the best overall, but I wouldn't choose him as my best. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. When it comes to a statue as a whole, yeah, you'd probably choose him as your best. But you know, character-wise and pose-wise and everything, I suppose you know you like another statue. So
I wish I could like take my monitor and like just carry it and show you guys to see it, but there's no way I could do that. But fitting your description, I have a Sideshow exclusive, the Clone Trooper from episode 2. But the exclusive had 2 pieces that I liked about it. One is you had to switch with the Phase 1 or the Phase 2 helmet. You know, the one that looks more like a Clone Trooper in Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
So you switch on helmet, which means you could take the other helmet and just put it down like on the base, the rocky base. It looks like, you know, like a victim, you know. And it came with a battle droid arm. You could switch out a rock and put a red battle droid arm, which adds, you know.
Yeah. I think I've seen that.
Yeah, I know the piece you're talking about.
If I was going to like liken it to your Indiana Jones and that type of criteria, I would say that might be one of the best pieces that I have. But then when I look at Spider-Man and not Spider-Man, when I look at Superman though, like that piece for me is hard. It blows away some. I mean, for my personal thing, I think Superman, the way it is, and Batman are probably 2 of the best that I have.
Well, who do you think is better out of the Superman and the Batman?
Superman. Definitely.
I would say Superman. It's just because he's more stoic. But Batman is probably one. I think the Batman, even whatever flaws it may have, I still think it's awesome. You know what I mean?
As well is because I think when you look at the pieces together, again, I think the Superman piece looks better. But then when you grade it, when you split it down and break it down into all the different things, I think Batman would score higher. I don't like the Superman base. I think it's got some really bad themes on it. There's like what it looks like is originally, I think what they've done is they were going to use like a fabric cape with a wire, and what they've done then is they've done the big sculpted cape, and then they realised that the base can't support it. And if you look on the base, there's like 2 small pieces that have been added on either side for support, and you know that ruined the base for me that little bit. I think the Batman base is a lot nicer. I think the Superman piece looks nice, and it looks better as a statue. But then, if you like break it down, I think the Batman piece is better. But that's just
I think that I love them both, but you know, as long as you're happy, like George says, and we all say this, as long as you're happy. But definitely the Superman, the Batman base is definitely more detailed. I mean, it's got the coolest looking base of all of them. I wouldn't mind getting even though I don't know how to say this, I wouldn't mind getting the Batgirl one. She's kind of cool looking, you know. But Batman is so big, I couldn't fit Superman and Batman together in the same base.
George's one, you know, when we did the one of the videos, I can't remember. I think it was Batman. His Batman and Superman fit perfectly in that cabinet, but you can't put them any other way. Literally, that is the only pose you can put them in, because the capes are so huge that one part of it is always touching one part of that cupboard. Unless you put it in this one way, then you're okay, and you've got literally a couple of millimeters between each thing, and it fits perfectly there. But as you say, they're just so big that it's so hard to display them together. And I mean, I think when people get the Wonder Woman, I think she is going to look amazing. That piece is going to be phenomenal. But to pose, to put her in a cabinet, I think would be very difficult. She's going to be really tall. I think she's going to be too tall for a vest, and that spear is too wide. I think she's just going to be really hard to display, you know. How tall is she? Do you know?
Same. I think same size is these. I think she's going to be. Well, I don't know exactly how tall Spider-Man and Batman are. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Superman and Batman are. But
I think they're about 25, 26. One of
think
them's 25 and a half. I think it's Superman's 25 and a half. And I think Batman is 26, depending on what cowl you put on.
Well, I think that I think she's going to be in line with those because there's a picture that Sideshow even has on the website that says Trinity on it, and it has the 3 prototypes next to each other, you know. And I would love to get it, but I mean, you know,
don't know what you
get your bets on what you definitely want, and if you get the money later on, you know, then maybe you get lucky. You know what I mean? Or I mean, like
you know, Jesus Christ, there's I think it's a guy called Keith B, and he's on. He comments a few times on quite a few videos, and he went on to Sideshow's website to buy the Conan, the Sacrifice by ARH. He went to buy it, and when he typed in Conan, it came up with the Beast one, where he's on top of the White Beast, which is the exclusive, and he bought it like in November for cost at Sideshow because they found 2 of them, and I was just like, you lucky motherfucker. They sell for over $1,000 for the white one. You know, they sell for a lot of money, and he just so happened that day he went online to buy the ARH one, and he happened to get that exclusive one. And what's it called? It's called the Beast. No, what's it called, Simon? Do you know?
What's that? The Fury of the Beast?
Fury of the Beast. That's it. Yeah. He got the White Fury of the Beast for cost from Sideshow in November.
Well, so you can get a Sideshow Fury of the white one. You can get for $450 off eBay. The black one is the one that sells for
I've got it.
£600-800.
Oh, sorry, I was getting excited for no reason there. I thought the white one was the exclusive.
Nah, it's the black, that's the exclusive. But the white one is the better one.
That's quite funny though, because I've seen so many more black ones than white ones. I've seen so many more black than white. Yes, I don't know.
You see so much more detail in the white, I think, and you see the blood a lot better in the white.
I've seen people repaint the white one black.
Silly.
I would have liked to have gotten Leonidas, the ARH Leonidas. That was a nice looking piece. But,
I had a chance to grab that about a year ago. But
there's a guy selling it. He's on the group sometimes. He goes under the name as a female name. It's like Emma Jones, and he's on Facebook. On eBay as Trotter's Independent Traders. And he sells that for like, I think he wants like $350 for it or something, or $300. But it's only the regular. I think it was just a bit too much. I was willing to pay for it. And I know, I think his Gregonator just done a video for Leonidas, or he done it a while ago, and it looks like a nice piece. I mean, funny enough, I watched the film the other night. It was on.
That was on TV. I watched it.
Yeah, it was on ITV too, wasn't it? But Gregonator got one, and that looks really good. And then there's someone else who's got the
battle. It's a battle
sword.
Edition.
Yeah, the sword and the helmet someone's got, and that looks really good as well. The sword and helmet display. So it's really good.
On the ARH one.
Sorry?
We're talking about the one that the ARH made, right? Not the movie one.
Oh no,
the
sorry.
ARH one.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm talking about the Sideshow one.
Oh.
I don't like the Sideshow one. That looks like he's got his cock is too big on it.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people talk about that as looking really...
I've seen a couple of videos on it, and I've got nothing against gay people, and personally I'm not gay, but the first thing I was drawn to was the bulge in his pants, and it's Sideshow really.
Well, you have to think about that
really
film as well. I mean, the whole film is really homoerotic. I mean, it's just all these all these guys who are buff running around in their pants and
you don't go with the sculpt of the body or the helmet or the spear. You're immediately drawn to his pants, and I'm thinking, fuck that. I don't want to be having a statue on.
I was gonna say something then, but it even sounds worse. I was gonna say, well, the first thing I looked at was his helmet, but that sounds even worse. God, man.
It's no, not for me.
No, I mean, if the price was right again, I mean, I'd buy it. But then again, I was looking at some of Gregonator's videos, and he does some really good work. He does some T1000 life-size busts, and I'm pretty sure one of his busts was in a comic convention in London, and it looked really good. I mean, I took a picture of it. It's where he's frozen, and he's like leaning on top, and it looks great.
Talking about the frozen cop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He made one of those as well. I mean, I think it might be a kit, but he made one. It looks really good.
Fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, that looks great.
The problem is wherever you go, whether you're, and I hate to say it now, whether you're on the statue forums or you're on eBay, to buy a second-hand piece now, it's becoming near on impossible because everybody wants too much. No,
well, the funny thing was, I mean, a lot of people were complaining about prices of things, and I was thinking about when I was buying the T1000 actually, so the T800 Terminator 1 version, and I'm pretty sure I paid less than I paid for my Battle Damage Terminator 2 one. The Battle Damage Terminator 2 one I got from Sideshow would have cost me £310. Huh?
The prices of Sideshow statues have gone up over the last year or two.
Yeah, but my original plan was I was buying the Battle Damage T800 because it would have cost me less than the actual Terminator 1 version. And when I actually worked out in the end, the Battle Damage one cost me $310, $315, something around that. Mm-hmm. But then the actual Terminator 1 cost me $250.
Less. Yeah. You still get it if you look around.
Yeah.
It used to be that you can get a premium format for $2.99. Like practically all of them were like no more than $2.99.
Oh, you're talking dollars now, yeah.
I think I might be wrong, but I think when that Thor came out, the big Thor where he's holding the hammer up, I'm pretty sure when that came out, that was $250.
Those would be the exception, though. That's what I mean, though. But those would be like the exception to the rule. Yeah. I mean, a lot of them were like, you spent $400 for $500. That was like a lot. But nowadays, it seems to me like
it's the norm.
Yeah, like now it's like $400 or less is a normal price. But
well, I mean, George just he bought Lobo. Lobo was $540, wasn't it?
That's a big piece.
Lobo's he's $540, and then the dog is like another $120. Yeah, he bought them both at the same time, so that's a lot of money. But then the Godzilla was quite expensive. I wanted to get Godzilla, but that was too expensive.
Yeah, that's too.
Godzilla looks nice.
Godzilla's that was $800, wasn't it? $799. But there were rumours. Someone was saying that Godzilla's been cancelled, but I don't think that's right.
Because there's a wait list for it now. I think.
Yeah, I know there's a wait list, but someone was saying that it got cancelled, but I think they might have been mixed up and it was something to do with their comic shop or some shit. Because Sideshow probably oversell pre-orders and then cancel some, or I don't know, but I'm hoping that weren't cancelled because that piece looked really good.
What piece was that again?
Godzilla.
Godzilla.
Yeah, the Godzilla Marquette is... it was like, I think it was like 24 inches, I mean, I think that should have been bigger. I think that should have been like a 32-inch piece, that should have been a big piece. I think it might have been just a bit too small, to be honest.
Especially for the price, yeah.
Same thing, yeah.
Should have been 26, 27, 28 inch.
Yeah, definitely. Because I mean, I guess if you look at The Pacific Rim ones, I mean, they're quite like short, but they're solid pieces, aren't they?
It's funny you talk about Pacific Rim. So it's funny, I've been noticing them dinosaur pieces that have been coming out. They look fantastic by social, don't they? Really, really nice pieces.
You know, I've been tempted by a few times. I've been tempted by the Venomosaurus.
The one with the long tail, fat body, long head, and the head sort of twisting round slightly.
It's a T-Rex. It's a T-Rex.
It's got the triangles.
Yeah, it's a T-Rex. It's got the Venom from Spider-Man. It's got the Venom symbiote on the T-Rex, and it's from Old Man Logan. And I've been tempted to buy that, and it's just, if it goes for the right price, I may have bought that, but yeah, I didn't get it in the end.
In the Pacific Rim, if you look at the scene where there's a scene where near trains fighting the monsters. If you look at the trains, they have the Sideshow logo on them.
What,
Sideshow actually didn't. What?
Here we go. This is Keith B. I was just talking about. Right, Keith. No, this probably takes a little while to warm up. I know Google Plus is terrible.
God, another one.
It's just quite frozen there. But yeah, sorry, on the Pacific Rim, it's got the Sideshow logo on the trains.
Yeah, the trains, and if you look at the movie, because Guillermo del Toro is a real Sideshow fan, so he actually did Sideshow helped him with the prototypes and the maquettes.
Yeah.
And so in the movie, if you look at one of the trains, you'll see one of the trains that gets smashed has a Sideshow logo on it. You know what I mean? Like a little.
Noticed it. No, I didn't notice that. That's quite cool.
Yeah, it's neat.
A lot of people pick up on things like that in movies, don't they?
Yeah, well, it's the same. I mean, do you know Guillermo del Toro? Do you know his book? Have you seen that on the Sideshow website and how much that sells for? It's got a book on it, and it's like a little set of drawers, and you open them up, and it's got like all these books, all these prints, and I think that's like $700. I was just like, Jesus Christ.
That's like that Alien book. I really want to know what's inside it. Sideshow are just they're asking like so much money for it, and they won't show you what's inside it.
What book are you talking about, Simon?
It's an Alien book on Sideshow. That's like got the alien face on it, and it's like 3D. The face is coming out of the book. I don't know if it's made of some sort of. That's made of some sort of texture. But I know if you go on Collectibles Direct, that's £260, Alex.
Fuck that! I'm not paying that much for it.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, you're only getting a picture of the cover. No one knows what's on the inside of the book.
There'll be no videos on YouTube. There's like people who just.
It's not. It's a pre-order. It's a pre-order thing.
Oh right, yeah.
I've seen the cover.
There's another book, something like the Alien Diaries or something like that, and that looks really good.
Yeah.
That's like £80, I think it is. It's like that's got a load of stuff in it, but
Sideshow has Prometheus, the Sideshow book that Simon's talking about, covers all the movies, including Prometheus.
Yeah, but
so the 5 movies.
Yeah, all right, okay, that's covering, but I got an Alien Archive book that's covering all 4 movies anyway, you know, and for that money, you got to be thinking there's something else in there. So I just want to know what you want.
What I was saying with the, I've said this quite a few times before, but I'm quite a big fan of all the Vault books. And
interference. I'm getting loads of interference here, boys.
I think that's Keith trying to come through, but it's not.
Alright.
I see something that says you can or something.
That's too many figures. That's Brian.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear me, but I'm trying to get the camera up.
Yeah,
I can hear you. Break it up a bit.
A little bit.
But I say I'm quite a big fan of the Vault books, and they kind of, you know, I've got like the Star Wars Vault, I've got the Spider-Man Vault, Marvel Vault, DC Vault.
Oh
Batman,
yeah, those are good.
Sorry?
I got the Terminator and the Alien Vault. I have those 2 and the Doctor Vault.
Yep. I've got the Terminator, Alien, Transformers, Avatar. Yeah, I've got quite a few of those. I really enjoy those ones because it's got
nice books.
I'm like a little kid and I like all the little things that come out, and especially the Alien one and the Terminator one. I really like some of the posters and the sketches you get.
It's a Bruce Lee one.
Is there really a Bruce Lee one?
Okay, if you go through my videos, I do a review on they've done a 40th anniversary. That's not called a vault, but it's just like a vault. You pull out posters, postcards, old letters that he's received. I've done a review on it, Alex. That's an absolutely fantastic book.
I have to say, most of the vaults though, like some of the Marvel and DC ones aren't kind of what I was expecting, because what I wanted them to be is more. I wanted them more as like an encyclopedia where you have like all the big characters and they have like their statistics, their first appearance and all that stuff. I know there are other books like that, but the Star Wars one, I mean, was I thought really good. It's like got a load of CDs with it, all the soundtracks. It's got loads of stuff, and I won that one from 99p. And basically, I bid 99p. I won it. No one else bid, and the guy actually come to meet me to give it to me. So I didn't even have to. I was going shopping where he lived. It was like a bus right away. I was going shopping there anyway with my girlfriend. And he came and met me in the town and gave me the book. And it was like, yeah, £1. So what was that, $1?
I remember you saying that. Was it really worth his time? What's the matter, Alan?
But yeah, but that's...
Adam's Family Values.
Oh, God, I haven't seen that in years.
She's laughing her head off at it.
But the book I always keep trying to read is, was it Pride, Prejudice and Zombies? I've been trying to read it for ages, but it's quite hard to read actually. It's quite hard to
Yeah, I tried to get into that. It's very, the old style of writing is very tough to grasp, you know?
Yeah, I got like a few chapters in and then I just kept on forgetting where I was, and it takes me ages anyway. I mean, I'm really bad at it.
I was the same way. I got about 2 chapters in and I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, my girlfriend, she's English isn't even her first language, and she reads books so quick. I don't even know how she reads that quick. And literally, she'll have bought her a Kindle, so she uses her Kindle, and she just literally like turn the page.
Some people like that.
She reads like a book in I don't know, like 2 or 3 days, like 2 or 3 nights. She'll read a whole book, and I'm just like, that would have taken me about 4 weeks to read. You know, and also when I read, it makes me really tired as well. So, yeah.
Tired on the eyes, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. But the other thing as well,
I've been started getting into reading the last year or so. I've never really enjoyed reading books.
I'm really behind as well because I got this monthly subscription to these like graphic novels, and basically, I'll get one, just a random one. Okay, it's my Venom one. So like, it's just like all these random like graphic novels. So that's like The Birth of Venom. And I've got like
The Birth of Venom.
I've got like 60 of these books, and probably out of those 60, I've read 3, and the rest are all still in cellophane. So I need to get on to them. The only ones I've read are actually the Prometheus Engineer, the Ballad of Beat-Rate Bill, and what was it? Old Man Logan. They're the only 3 I've read. Oh, actually, and some Avengers one, but yeah.
That happens sometimes with movies too. Like I buy movies and they'll just sit on the shelf and I end up watching if I watch it, or sometimes I watch the digital copy. If it's something that I bought for myself, that happens, you know.
The really bad thing I do as well is I used to buy like DVD. I don't buy Blu-rays because I wasted so much money on DVDs. So I bought these DVDs and literally had like 700 DVDs. And I haven't bought a DVD in. I haven't bought a film in probably like 7 years. So like I just bought them all the time. And then what I would do is I would actually watch them. I download them and watch them anyway. So you can watch DVD, which is quite annoying. But it's waste so much money. I've got like I was sorting out my DVDs the other day, and again with those loads of them in cellophane. It was like over £20. Over £20, they're wrapped in cellophane, and now you can buy them for like £2 brand new. It's like crazy.
Oh, DVDs sell for 50p and all that now, don't I?
Yeah.
Hey, can you guys hear me? Or no?
Yep. Is that
Oh,
Keith?
damn, you sound like the Hulk.
Yeah. Looks like the Hulk.
Hey, what's going on?
Not bad, man. Not bad.
Can you guys see me at all or no? Or no?
No, we just see your picture.
I see a photograph.
What the fuck?
Oh, no, I saw you smile.
She's been in a few movies. She's a bit older now, darling.
No.
Yeah.
No, we're saying about Keith. We're talking about you got the Conan.
Yeah, man, I got that. Like, I got lucky, man. That's a crazy story, man.
Conan? What Conan? What Conan did you get?
No, that's the guy I was talking about who got the Conan.
Fury of the Beast. Ah, yeah.
Yeah, I happened. Yeah. I was at work one night, and I was actually doing a search on Conan to see if the ARH one came in, and then the Fury of the Beast popped up. I said, "Well, wait a minute." I was like, "I'm not in the archives, am I?" So I clicked on it, and I was like, "Holy shit!" I was like, so I ordered it, and it said my order went through. So, but I called the next day because I couldn't believe it, man. But yeah, the lady said that they had two that they had just found laying around somewhere, and I guess me and some other guy snatched them up that night. So.
What'd you get? White or black?
The white one. The white one.
Yeah, the best one. The white is the best one, I think.
Yeah, so it should be here in a couple of weeks.
Nice one. Congrats.
Yo, Pete, I gotta bring you my Hulk, bro. You gotta paint it for me, man.
I don't know if he's listening. He's in a trance.
Yeah,
hey!
He's
he want you to paint a Hulk. He want you to paint a Hulk for
him. Yeah, I'm here. My camera's
yeah, I'm gonna bring it to you probably in a week or so, man. I'll drop over there.
All right. I'm gonna give you my cell number too this time, so we could text.
All right, cool.
B, you want to send I don't know if you see Whispering's video. But you ought to send him a message, tell him you'll do his teeth for him.
No, they've spoken already.
Yeah, we actually did speak about it. I think he's going to wait to see if he gets some money back from Sideshow, which he really should.
Yeah.
He should do. I mean, I complained to them about the teeth. I did all the bullshit about, it didn't look like that in the prototypes. It was supposed to be chromed. It looks like I painted it and I can't paint for shit. And then I basically said to them, look, I'm going to get someone to repaint it, and it's going to cost me £100 to repaint that. So basically, what are you going to do? And then they said to me, we'll give you $65 credit back. And I was like, yeah, that's not too bad. I'll take that. And then I'll put it back in the cabinet, and I haven't even done anything with it. I mean, I've got a guy, Ian would do it. Simon, Ian said he'll do it. Ian's well cheap as well. Jesus, he gave me some quotes of things, and I was just like, dude, don't you want me to pay you a bit more? That's nothing.
He done my RoboCop for free, if I remember.
Yeah, no, he's offered me a few things, and then he was also talking about he was going to make me a RoboCop gun as well. Like, I really want a RoboCop gun, but the NECA one is just so expensive, and I mean.
Yeah, you can get. What you mean, that one in the box?
Yeah, it goes for like £150 or something, doesn't it? And it's a little plastic.
Pretty up there.
It's like a little plastic toy. It's not even cast or anything. It's plastic, and it's like.
No, it's resin. It's not plastic.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You know what I did see? I saw the Jason mask and the Freddy glove in the same box. That sold the other day for £170.
Yeah.
And I was bidding on that, but again, it's just a bit too much, and I don't really know what it looks like in person. So I wasn't really willing to buy it, but I guess it's different
if you have one of the masks and you know the quality, I have both. I can just buy a shadow mask for $20 at Michael's, and I'll be, in the same type of display.
Okay. I've pre-ordered I've got a mask up here. Just here, but this is a really shit mask, and this is just a stand-in. And I've ordered the NECA Part 3 one, which I think is already out, but for some reason, Forbidden Planet keep on delaying I paid for it. And they keep saying, yeah, we'll send it soon. And I ordered it in September. And they said they're going to send it to me at the end of January. So when that comes in, that one's going in the bin, and that one's going there. And I've got the NECA glove there. I'm being really fussy now, and that one It's from the new Nightmare on Elm Street, so I don't want it. So,
Oh, that is pretty busted.
So yeah, I want the one from, because that's from Freddy vs Jason. So I want the one from Freddy vs Jason if there is one.
Can you make a custom one, Brian?
Right.
Huh? You must be able to make.
Nah, well, they're still available now. It's not.
Alright. Oh, I didn't know.
It's good, but like I said, it's so.
I think as well because the NECA one. Well, actually, George gave it to me for something. I traded it for him, and every time that's the really bad thing is his wife. She bought it for him, and he traded it, and every time she comes here, she's like, oh, "Isn't that the same glove you've got?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's the same one, yeah." But he hasn't told her he's traded it yet. So I'm probably going to get in trouble if they're actually watching this video now. Yeah, so I'm going to get slapped right now when I see him next, I think. So yeah, so Keith, when's the Conan due?
Well, I should have it in a couple of weeks. My last payment is coming up. It usually takes about 5 to 6 days to get here, so I'd say about a couple of weeks I should have it.
So, do you know? So you say it takes 5 or 6 days from when you pay your last payment?
Right.
For some reason, when I paid my last payment for which piece was it? The T800 Battle Damage, it took 3 days to turn up in London.
Really?
Yeah, it was well quick.
it takes me at least a week, man. Like my last two pieces was Red Sonia and the Hulk Maquette, and both my final payments landed on a Monday, and I got them delivered via UPS the following Monday.
Well, that's the same with me. I mean, my last payment was the Monday, and I got it on the Thursday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're well quick compared to London. I mean, I was really surprised. I was going to say, do you know that with the Hulk Maquette, I've never seen it in person, and that's one of the pieces I really like to see, because it's like everyone says how great it is, but I just don't think it photographs very well.
Yeah, I mean, I love it, man. You know, I know a lot of people like to repaint it, or they're not happy with the color. I mean, if you watch the movie, he looks just like he does in the movie. So I mean, I was fine with it.
Yeah, because they're saying in the photographs he looks quite a bit pale, yeah, and a bit like kind of like a watercolor, like rather than like a vibrant green. But as you say, it's like a movie.
You know, basically what it is that I think in pretty much any type of lighting, he's going to come out a lot lighter and pale than he actually is. I tried various like lighting when I took pictures and video, but I think no matter what, he's going to come out looking that way when it comes to pictures and video. But in person, in my opinion, he's dead on as far as the movies.
Yeah.
It's the same as like the Hellboy piece that's just over my shoulder. When literally, I was not interested in that piece at all. I saw a load of photos of it, saw a few videos of it, and I thought, yeah, it looks okay, you know. And then someone offered it to me. They put it up on the groups, and they put it up for £160. And I even then I gave in like a little offer. And let me mute his microphone. He's shouting at someone. There you go. So yeah, he basically said he was going to sell it for £160, and I come back and go, yeah, I'll give you £130. It was down the road from me, so I'm like, I'll jump on the train now. I'll give you the money now. And he come back, and I was expecting him to go, yeah, give me £150 and it's a deal. And he come back and he goes, yeah, all right. So I thought, cool. So I bought it for £150, which is what's that, about $200, just under $200. Wow. And as I say, my original plan was actually, I didn't really want it, like, because of the pictures and the videos, I wasn't that impressed by it. And then when I got it in person and opened it up, I was just like, holy shit, this piece is fucking awesome.
Yeah,
and
man.
For £130, I mean, you ain't gonna get, over here, you ain't getting nothing for £130. You'll be lucky. I mean, I think this thing here, I think this cost me £130, like this little silver surfer thing. So I mean, like, To get that, I mean, I was really happy, and that's actually my girlfriend's favorite piece as well. She loves that piece. Yeah.
Yeah. Some of them, man, you just gotta see in person, man. It's no matter how good your camera or your lighting is, it's really never gonna look the same, man, as it will in person.
Yeah.
So I think that's exactly what happens to that Hulk is the shading is that no matter what light you put it in, it's gonna come out looking a lot lighter or a lot paler. But once you get it like in person, if you're okay with how he looked in the movies, you're gonna be all right with how the statue looked, in my opinion.
Yeah. It's definitely a piece I really want to see in person.
The whole presentation of that whole piece as well, with the base and his pose and everything. When you look at the whole thing, it's just so impressive.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that base, man. And that's one of the things, like, people who don't collect, like, even they notice the base. I showed it to a lot of my friends and family that they don't collect at all, and some of them even think I'm crazy for spending the kind of money I do on statues. But seeing that base, like, almost all of them commented on the base. Like, that detail is just absolutely crazy.
Well, that's what I mentioned before earlier on, and I said about how, for example, the Pop Culture Shock Dallas Sim just come out, and it's an amazing piece. I think it looks really great in person. The blue one looks really good with the flame. I think it looks epic. And I mean, like, but the thing is, the thing that puts me off with the Pop Culture Shock pieces is the base, and they're just like plain black base. And other than my Hellboy, that's the only one with a plain black base. But other than him, all the older Pop Culture Shock, I just don't like it. I don't know. It's just when I see a piece, like for example the Indiana Jones one, which is just there, the base on that is amazing, and that makes the statue amazing. It completes it, and I think it's quite important. There's been people complaining though and saying about how they think that if you have a really good base, it distracts you from the actual statue. But I don't agree with that at all.
No.
Well, I agree with you. Actually, in my opinion, I think that a great base completes the scene. I think a lot of these statues are like a scene. It's kind of like capturing, like a picture. So I think a base actually completes that scene that statue is in. So.
Oh yeah, I mean, as I say, even with just trying to think of pieces I've got, like, even with the Jason up here, his base is really plain. It's like it's a circle, and then it's got like floorboards, and it's got like broken wood, broken glass, blood all over it. And even though it's quite a simple base, it's a great base because it's the scene, as you say, it completes.
Yeah, it tells a story.
And it adds a lot more depth to it as well, I think.
Yeah.
It tells a story, definitely. Like the Hulk maquette, it tells a story. It's like he's in the middle of the city. Chaos is like all around him. It's all the streets all broken up. So it's like it's telling. Basically, that base is telling a story. It's giving you, So.
How big is that piece?
You know what, man? I don't even know. I really don't measure, man. I don't check edition sizes, bro. Where's my brother Gio, man? Me and him are just alike, bro. When I watch the videos,
he dropped. He dropped out earlier. He can't remember what he came. I think his phone was the battery was running out.
Yeah, him and I just like, man. It's like I watch him. He goes, you know what? I really don't even care about edition size. I'm like, you know what? Neither do I. Because when I get my statues, I honestly can't even tell you any of my statues like what edition number they are. I just get them. I like them, and I put them up, man. So I don't even know how big that Hulk is, man. I just have it.
Well, because the only reason I asked is because he's got the grey comiquette, and that piece is massive.
Oh, yeah,
literally, when you put your fist, when you put your fist next to it, I mean, it's like that big. It takes up like 3 fingers. I mean, it's huge in the hands, and just wondering how big that was. I mean, it's easy to display.
Well, I could say that I did put my my red one. I have the red comiquette. I put it next to that Avengers one. Yeah, that Avengers one is a little bit taller.
All right.
Yeah. So
the comiquette's just so wide.
Yeah, I think the comiquette. I think they're like what's the scale? 1/5 instead of 1/4, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I figured he'd be smaller anyway. So.
But it's because he's literally like that. So he's just.
Yeah.
That's why George had to get like a case built for it just to put him in. You know.
Yeah.
But there, going back to like with the edition size and things. I mean, yeah, it doesn't bother me at all. I mean, when I got the alien bust up there, I mean, that's a really low number, and I guess it helped because and there are a lot of problems with it. So maybe that did help with that, but I don't really care. I mean, if I buy a piece, I don't look at the number. It doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah, I mean, I can kind of understand like people who get into it maybe want to sell it down the road. I'm a little bit different though because like I collect, number one, because I like it, and number two, I plan on passing everything down to my son, so I really don't plan on selling anything. So edition size for me, it really kind of doesn't matter, you know?
Yeah.
No, I agree. As I say, I mean, all the things I've got now, I don't plan on trading with anything, you know. I mean, all the pieces I've got now, I don't plan on selling. I mean, okay, that's a lie because I've got two Lord of the Rings busts I picked up, and they just don't really go in my collection anymore because I've got all these pieces. The busts just don't really go, so they're the only two pieces. But I mean, I know. I'm going to say another one. And the RoboCop as well. I really like it, but I've got the Pop Culture Shock RoboCop coming, so I'm only going to keep one of them. So, other than that, I plan on keeping them all, really.
You just gotta like what you like, you know.
Yeah.
You like it.
Yeah, I'm extremely picky. So like, you know, if I get something, it's because I like it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you have to collect for yourself, don't you? Collect for yourself, collect what you want. Maybe only two pieces, but I mean, the RoboCop as well, I really like it. Hello. So I'm only going to keep one of them. So, other than that, I'll plan on hear him. No, you cut out. Okay. Couldn't hear a word of what you were saying there. Just come on, kids screaming, and then whatever else. But I'm pretty good to shoot anyway, guys. I'm just saying we've been on here for 2 hours and 40 minutes. So yeah, we're probably gonna have to shoot off. Sorry you came on a bit late there, Keith.
Hey, no problem, man. I'm actually on my way to the gym now anyway.
Cool, man. I gotta say, you got one of the coolest voices ever, man. You're like some Bond villain or something. Jesus.
Well, yeah, sometimes it kind of comes handy, man. Like as far as like dealing with the a-holes when I'm working, man. Because I do bodyguard work, man, like for like celebrities and stuff. So
Simon, you're muted.
Can you say I am Groot? Please, just once.
Oh man.
I don't need to buy it, but I can't resist.
I got it.
I apologize.
No, it's cool.
No.
It's clearly pull it off, man.
Yeah, so we're going to shoot off, Simon.
I apologise. I got my daughter's in hospital at the moment, and I've just had to sort of spoke to her now on the phone and that. So apologies for sort of coming off and making a bit of a noise.
I know, whereas I muted you straight away. So.
Yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, well, fucking hell, you muted me.
Well, guys, I'm gonna sign off, and then hopefully I can make it to the start of the other one. But I just want to let you know, listen, man, Alex, bro, I appreciate your channel, man. Like you guys, I know I've told you before, but you're so down to earth. And Gio, man, that's my brother from another, man. I'm telling you, me and that dude have a lot in common. I love that dude, man. He's funny as hell, man.
Well, he just says what he thinks, and that's the way it is with him. So yeah.
Yeah, but the rest of you guys.
I said the same thing about you.
Pleasure meeting you, man.
You too, man.
Nice to meet you, Keith. Hope to fuck again.
Definitely. You guys
Okay.
take care. Oh, I'm sorry. Happy holidays.
Nice to meet you, Keith. Nice to meet you.
And I don't think we're going to do. I'm not sure we're going to do another chat before the holidays. But we'll try and do one before the New Year.
All right, no problem. Yeah, I have my camera and everything will be set up. I'm doing it from a different computer. I hadn't set it up yet. So I'll be prepared next time. So my apologies.
Oh, no worries. Good to hear.
All right, man. Happy holidays, everybody. I'll talk to you later.
Take care.
Happy holidays.
Catch you there, Mark. Simon.
All right, catch you later, man.
How's everyone going?
Dog Miles.
How's everyone going?
See you, Simon.
Yeah.
Nice to see you. Yeah. All right. Okay.